Where the fuck's my man?
I love Haven.
Let's be cute and shit.
I just heard a word.
My shirt.
Everything twice. I
Wow,
hate it.
chosen. Hell yeah. One whole hottie.
This is Poggers. I like the blonde one.
Me too. They're hot.
Hate that.
Alright, I'm actually gonna grab a beverage real quick.
I'm stuck.
I asked if we were ready. You said yes.
Well, I realized my fridge was open.
It's
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
Chosen has
back
to
there.
change the title and
Hey,
category.
Aspen's gonna play
anyways.
for you. Come here, Aspen. You can do it.
Y'all get to see my sweater pile.
Finally,
Okay, I'm gonna go get water for Echo.
I thought we were ready.
We were ready.
All right, if this is what we're doing, 1 second.
By my feet, and so I cannot move.
Thanks.
I titled it, This is Poggers. I like the blonde one.
Kind of a mess. What is that?
Me
Ugly
too.
ass classic.
It's horrible.
Ooh, like a damn blast or.
Oh, dude, you're gonna get elbowed so many times tonight if you stay right there.
What? That's what I asked.
What if I like it, Reed?
This is Poggers. I like the blonde one.
Good job, though.
Thanks.
This is one of those
My
things
dog's
where
gonna have an issue.
we got
Oh, because
stalled
it's
pretty bad.
Stormy?
Stormio.
Yeah, I just heard a noise. Doesn't look great.
Okay, and so I'm assuming Poco and CG are gone now?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
We're good at this.
We're doing great.
Hi, everyone.
We're like
Me too, Sky.
super duper good at this.
Super good.
Sorry, we took your quick.
No, you're fine. We're professionals here.
I don't know how to start a listening party.
I heard I don't know how to start a lesbian party, and I was like, I
I
don't
got
either,
you. I
but-
know exactly how.
Cool.
I got a few friends.
Go.
Okay. So
Okay, now
last
I'm
time we had left off, you guys were leaving Fandival. You guys had finished up what you had going on there. Nadora had found a nice thing of armor, and to reduce the cost, you were given a quest to go and visit a magic workshop west of the city. You guys had spent a couple days traveling there. You had encountered a basilisk in their stone garden. You had also encountered a hunting party that was hunting for some shadow elves out in the woods. I think that's basically all that happened. There was a lot of exposition that went on. Let me double check my notes.
We saw the place.
Oh, yes, that was, yeah. So,
Arya agreed to 10 minutes of Demon Daddy free time. Too.
yep.
I think that was the session before, but still.
Nope, that was that session. So,
It was! Oh,
yep.
yeah, I got 4 stars next to it.
And then the very, very last thing that we left off on was you guys arrived at the actual building itself. It was 2 stories, slightly weathered, and outside in the ground, kind of, the grass had kind of like dyed in this shape of a symbol, of the Archmage's Bane. Let me get what that looked like. Oh, it was like Biana's symbol, but it had I think a sword and a shield in front of it.
the zealots of being.
Yep. And that was where we left off. You guys had just you guys are still like 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet away. So you just saw it. I think Nevase saw it from a distance. You guys haven't actually approached yet.
Can you just keep I nudge Burke and do the eye thing and be like, just try and keep a general awareness of our surroundings as we approach.
Right, yeah. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, if you want to give me a perception check.
Can I give him advantage instead of us rolling separately?
I think since are you also wanting to keep a lookout? Because if you're just telling him, hey, keep an eye out, then I don't think you'd get advantage for it.
That's true. It's fine. All right, so great start, guys.
You
That's
rolling
a
well?
4.
4?
Hey,
All
so
right.
roll this one.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Yeah, Nevase can roll as
all
well.
right. I got a 14.
Okay. And Nevase, did you say you wanted to keep an eye out as well?
Yes, I got a 10.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's what you see at this distance. The woods has kind of cleared out. It looks like there was a clearing that was made around this home. But you see that the trees are starting to kind of encroach back into its natural state.
Do I see any like footprints of any sorts leading up to it or leaving from there or anything of the sorts?
Sure. You can give me a perception or investigation check. Also, how far out are you staying? Are you staying like where you guys are at, or are you getting closer?
I was thinking we would be getting closer while we do
Yeah,
this.
I was
Okay.
gonna be
Yeah.
moving in.
Okay. So then, yeah.
Woo! Not 20 for 28.
Wow.
I guess I need to start testing my dice out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta know which ones are gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, that first one was a 2. It was sad.
Also, does anybody have a wisdom or intelligence of 16 or higher?
Intelligent.
I have intelligence 16.
Burke has a wisdom of 17.
Both of my intelligence and wisdom are above that. I have 17 for intelligence and a 20 for wisdom.
Okay.
Holy cow.
So everybody but Nevase.
I am
As
stupid.
as you guys get closer, every single one of you can. So for those whose wisdom is higher, you can kind of like just feel that something is different. For everybody whose intelligence is higher, you start to notice different things. So you start to notice that the building isn't as weathered as it should be. This building is over 1,000 years old, but it looks like it's probably only been abandoned for like 50, maybe more like 100. Fenric, you also really start to notice this when you see definite footprints in the ground, like that they looks like they were left maybe a day ago. But based on everything else, also you notice that like there is a dead animal that look like that is laying in the ground and doesn't look like any decay has happened to it whatsoever. But Fenric, you notice that there are no footprints to indicate this animal had like moved its way in. Yeah, so you just all of you notice that there's just like weird. It's everything's kind of a little off.
I whispered to the group, I don't like this place. It's making me uncomfortable. Well, then you go first.
Okay, fine, I will.
She touches Arya on the shoulder and gives her guidance because she's scared.
Okay.
Burke will keep a close intel behind Arya.
How long does guidance last?
A minute.
Okay, cool.
Ah!
But Fenric, also with your perception check on the footprints, so you notice that there are probably 4 or 5 sets of footprints that, in the kind of the direction you were coming, so there's like you don't really notice anything, and all of a sudden you can see very definite footprints going towards the building and coming away from the building. And then also you notice that there is another set of there's a set of one set of footprints entering from a different location and then leaving in that same direction.
Just gonna. I'm just gonna walk towards the building.
Okay.
How far are we from it now?
I mean, you can
Are
get
you-
as close. You can get as close as you want. You guys have basically said you were walking closer, and so there's not really any. However close you want to be,
Can't gonna like go like right up to it.
up to the door.
Yeah. How far are all of us away from it now?
I mean, again, all of you can be as close as you want to be. Like Fenric is probably a little bit further away because he was checking out the footprints, but like if you want to check out some trees around and stuff, you can be as far or as close to the building as you want to be.
Okay. I have written in my notes from last week that the door looked forced open and the
Mhm.
stone on the outside has scorch marks.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go investigate that.
Okay. If you want to roll me an investigation check.
Do I notice any of the footprints, animal, any of it?
With your passive perception, I think you would notice the things that are there. I don't think you would make the connection that something is off.
Cool. Can I take
You
a
got a
look at
14.
wherever the footprints are coming from?
Okay, so with the 14, you notice that the door has basically been like kicked off its hinges. Like it looked like somebody like walked up and just full on kicked the door off of metal hinges. And then you also see that there are these scorch marks seem to be like somebody tried to take a torch to the house. Granted, the house is stone, but like if there was anything on the outside, like a tapestry or like a thatch roof, it seems like they were trying to burn whatever they could. Nevase, so you see coming from the direction you're coming, so you're coming from east to west. There is a set of 4 or 5 heavy footprints, probably people wearing armor. And then there is one pair of footprints coming north and south, fairly light footprints.
I'm just gonna go up to where Arya is, like up by the doorway.
Mhm.
Hey, you might want to stand back for this. And I'm gonna cast Find Traps, looking into
Okay.
the room.
Let
How
me-
wide's the radius?
That's what I'm checking.
120 feet.
Ooh! What level is that?
Second.
Nice.
120. That's awesome.
Okay.
Like there's some like
Yeah, that's
presence
the
of any
stipulations
traps.
is what I'm looking for.
yeah.
I think that it's
Yeah, like
It's l-
certain inches of.
Okay.
different kinds
So
of
there
material.
isn't inches, but it is within line of sight.
Yeah.
Ah.
So you notice that there is your eyes kind of become these constellations, and you see appearing as a constellation, you see 4 dots that trace along the door frame, signaling a let's see, what would you find out?
It's literally just if a trap is there.
No more getting set
Merely
on fire.
reveals the trap is present. You don't learn the location, but you do get the general nation of the danger posed. The danger you sense is of a like an alert, that this trap is designed to alert somebody that something has happened.
Okay.
Is there any other entrances then?
There is the door, which is trapped, and then you see that it looks like the thatched roof has kind of caved in a little bit, but that is 2 stories in the roof, so like 3 stories up.
I don't know if the front door is the way to go for this.
Are there there's windows and stuff on? Are there windows and stuff? I forget what you said. Sorry.
Windows and stuff.
Like if we can't go in the front door, and that's the only thing that came up, like the only.
Yeah, is
trap?
there like a cellar? Is there something on the roof? How high? You said it was 3 stories?
A window I could potentially break.
The roof has been caved in, so we could in theory go to
Oh.
the roof. But it's also 3 stories up.
Fenric, is that spell you cast instantaneous, or does it last for a certain amount of time?
It's just instantaneous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we couldn't use it again.
Yeah, there'd be library, or there'd be windows.
It'd be a library.
The last library, just right out on the outside of the house.
We said and stuff, so.
Could be a nursery.
Could be a nursery. Yeah, so on the first floor there would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Could be a library of nursery books.
5 windows. Yeah, and I think all of them are shuttered.
So would that? They have glass on the outside.
So
Or,
like just
are they
even
just
just
like a
looking at it, there is no glass. It looks like they are shuttered from the inside, but if you could, it's just wood, so you could
We could in theory break it.
yeah.
Cool.
My thing
Push
is
it open if
that
it's not locked.
my only thing is I'm like that's an easy route. I feel like the roof, as well as it's harder, it'd be less likely to be trapped.
I have a plan.
She has a plan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, spider climb.
Can I class spider climb and climb up to the roof?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Perfect.
Yeah. So Arya, you cast spider climb on yourself. What does spider climb look like?
I have to go remind myself.
What does it look like when Arya?
Well, yeah. What does it look like when Arya casts it?
Yeah, I had to go refresh my mind of what it looked like before I decided what I wanted it to look like. Like this, I associate everything like colors with her with red and that sort of thing, and it's just like an energy. I don't know how else to say that other than okay. Let's compare it to Scarlet Witch's powers.
I was thinking more of like an aura.
Yeah, like that. Well, you know how it's kind of like wispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, so that like kind of comes off Arya's feet as she begins to climb up, and as you also notice when Arya's feet leave, there's it stays like a little red outline of a foot, and then it slowly like smoke just kind of off. Arya, you climb all the way up to the roof.
Arya, take this with you, and I hand her a bit of my 50 foot of rope, and you take this to the top and then anchor it to the top so the rest of us can climb up possibly.
Using your brain.
What did you say?
He's
First
known
using
for
his
that.
brain.
So you climb up.
Get to the top.
Yep. And you look into the like caved in part of the roof. You see what looks to be some sort of like bathroom. You see a large like copper bath that has pipes that are running into it from the floor. And then you also see one pipe that kind of comes up from it that then as it hits the roof turns into a chimney. You also see like a water basin, a chamber pot kind of and then a large standing mirror in this what seems to be a bathroom. And then you also see an open archway into what looks to be a hallway.
Blue. I don't know what I'm supposed to tie my stuff onto.
Yeah, is there like a chimney or something, or like a something? I'm sorry, I'm not there. Go ahead. Figure it out, Aria.
Okay. Can I lower myself into the room
Yeah.
to try to tie this rope to something?
Yeah, sure. So you can go in. The bath is like the bathtub itself is securely fashioned to this stone floor. So
Does it
if you,
have feet?
yeah,
Okay.
It
I'm
starts running towards you.
Arya's gonna sit there. She's looking around. She's like
give
shaking
me
it, giving it a shake.
Oh, of the bathtub?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bathtub does not move at all.
Okay, yeah, I went there to make
Yeah.
sure. Okay, I'm gonna tie the rope to the bottom.
Give me a straight up strength or straight up dexterity check.
Dexterity strength is so bad.
Which one's higher?
This is my dex.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. You feel like it is a pretty secure knot. Instead of using like a lot of strength to like really secure it, you make a very intricate knot that like uses itself to tighten and whatever. I don't know how
Is it
knots work.
You weren't a Boy Scout?
I was for 2 days. So you securely you fashion this rope or this knot and secure it to the bathtub.
And then just
Yeah, yeah, that should be easy enough. Yeah, I think Arya has to take 1 or 2 tries of like throws it, it all comes raveling back down, has to get it back.
If Caffrey was
Bottom
there,
all you
it's
hear
like
is
you could have just left it up there.
Ropes are heavy.
Or Arya could have, just climbed up the wall and then just like dumped it over the side. But
Exactly.
No.
no.
Always gotta
The
do
hard
shit the
way.
hard way.
but yeah, the rope does come like out of the roof and then spirals down, giving you all access to climb up.
How high is the roof?
So there's the main floor, and then there's a second floor, and then there's just like that roof of the second floor. So like 25 feet or whatever.
Okay. That's higher than I thought. I was thinking like a little bungalow action.
No, this is like more of like a townhome almost,
Okay.
but like bigger.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head up, I guess, immediately after. Actually, do the lighter ones want to go up first?
Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna jump on there.
Okay.
Okay, if this goes sour.
I'm behind the vase.
Neves, give me an athletics check with advantage because you have the rope. Because again, this building is also falling apart, so there's like easier handholds and footholds with like the stone and the brick.
I got a 9.
With advantage?
Oh no.
Oh no.
13 with advantage.
Okay, yeah, you make it up.
Cool.
I'll go
Okay.
ahead and. Oh no, Poco.
Oh, after you. I'll stand below you and catch you.
I'm
that
a little
armor.
heavier in armor.
Yeah, so Nadora, actually yours is going to be a straight roll because you are in heavy armor.
That's rude.
For making the joke earlier.
That is a natural 20 plus 2.
Oh!
Nadora is going up with the rope and at one point begins to slip, just grabs on and is like, oh wow, this is actually a lot easier. And then just full on like speed rock climbs up the side of the building and
I
pulls
actually am a
himself
great
over.
boulderer, apparently.
Yeah. Seriously.
Fuck the warp. I don't need no rope.
You said athletic checks?
Mhm.
Checks? 15 minus 1. So
Hey.
14.
There we go. All right, Caffrey easily scales the wall as well.
I don't know if it's easily. She's probably perspirating a little at the top. Oh, shit.
At one point, you have to
Oh,
like,
God.
you know that actual like rock climbers do, where they're like at one point they'll just like lean back where they're blaze on and they're just like shaking their hands. Caffrey does that like every 5 feet.
Just hold on with her legs and it's like, oh, my hand!
Yeah.
Everyone
The
in the inside's
blisters
just
for
like,
tomorrow.
thinks she's okay. Should we help her? Like,
Arya starts pulling
You
a
can't see
bath.
me in my embarrassment.
All right, Berg, you wanna get
Right.
up?
Yeah, I might. You might want to not be under me because if I fall, I'm a little bit more weight.
Yep, and then Burke gets a straight roll.
No kidding. Natural 20 plus 5
Nice.
25.
All of our heavy armor guys are
Burke, yeah, Burke saw what Nodora did and actually is like, yo, bet, and then does the exact same like movements going up.
Fuck yeah.
Caffrey's watching, like, maybe I should start wearing armor.
Didn't you know the armor makes us stronger and so we're
Apparently.
able to climb better?
All right. So I'm the only one still on the ground.
Yep, and then athletics with advantage, unless you're doing some shit.
I'm gonna. I hope this goes better than the trees when I was a kid, and put some dirt on my hands, and then cast guidance on myself by holding my little stone or my
Mhm.
gem. And I'm gonna go for it.
Sure. So take what is it, a D4 for guidance?
Yeah. And you said with advantage.
Yep.
Reed's gonna roll the 1.
I rolled 2 2s for a total
Oh.
of 5.
With your D4?
That was also a 2. I rolled 3 2s.
And so you get, is your athletics just a +1?
Yep.
All right. Fenric gets about halfway up, but with how long Fenric is, the footholds that everybody else has been having are just a little too close together or a little too far apart. And Fenric, at one point, you just start to slip off the rope, go to try to grab the same rock Nodora did, but you're heavier, and so you just kind of snap it off and just fall to the ground. You take
Oh no.
1 point of damage.
Perfect.
Okay. Fenric,
Yeah.
are you okay?
It's you got to put your right hand over your left hand first, but
Maybe we should just
Okay.
check and see if we can open the door. Maybe he doesn't have to climb.
Well, it's not that the door wasn't open, it was just booby trapped.
Oh, most likely, but it's within 120 feet. Maybe the roof is booby trapped.
It could be.
I'm
But I
gonna.
figured, why would they booby trap a 3rd floor roof?
You know, it's already broken. It looks weird as hell. I don't trust this place. I have no idea.
Are you sure
Big
you
brain.
need me up there?
I mean, can't you like turn into a
Spider?
bird or something?
Well, I don't know how to. I don't know how to turn into a bird yet. I'll turn into
Well-
a spider.
Yeah.
What? You can't do it all the time?
I'm gonna turn. Okay, we'll see you in fucking 10 years. By the time you climb up here, little man.
I will have you know that a spider is with their speed.
Probably 5 feet.
Their climbing speed is 20 feet, and I will full dash up that.
Yeah. So in 6 seconds,
Oh my god.
you think you've seen spiders move fast? Fenric is just fucking all the way up.
It's like those ones that when you see them on your wall and you just kind of like blow on it to see if it's fast or not before you like
Yeah.
determine how you're gonna kill it.
Yeah, and then it's gone.
And then
Oh,
it's
and-
like, okay, well now it lives in the drywall.
And then he'll kind of like try and duck into like a dark spot, and then pop on top of Arya's shoulder.
She just
Whoa,
kinda-
wait. Is he a giant spider or is he like.
How-
a
yeah,
little
how big
No,
is he?
just a regular spider, like 2 inches across,
Oh,
like big
alright.
enough to freak you out, but like
Like an Australian spider?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big enough to freak anybody out.
Yeah,
Fenric, go
Arya-
ahead and roll me a stealth check with a spider's stealth. And Arya, roll me a perception check.
oh boy.
Nat 19, 21.
Nat 20, 24.
Oh, shit.
Is it the same dice?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's loaded.
Yeah, so Arya, you're just like looking at everybody else coming through and you're like, wow, where's Fenric? And then all of a sudden this like spider that's as big as your hand just like jumps out of the corner of the room right at your face.
She does like
Caffrey turns to her and is like, "Who's the pussy now?"
She's like in the tub.
In the tub.
Like I've jumped into the tub. And it's
Just kind of
like,
waves one of his little like appendages.
Gross.
Makes a little clicking noise.
Arya gets out of the tub. Where is Fenric?
Where you can
floor?
squash him really quick if you want.
Is he on the
No.
floor?
I don't know, Fenric, where are you?
Hmm?
Are you on the
Where'd you
floor,
land?
on the wall? Where are you?
Oh, I'm trying to hold on to like Arya.
Oh,
Oh, you're
I-
in the tub with me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
because
you
he's
were
on
able to
wall,
actually like
he's
latch
on-
on, but you're definitely close. Yeah, I think it came into the tub with you.
All right. I just like look at him. You're fucking disgusting. And I'm just gonna let him into my hand and put it on my shoulder. No funny business.
Gross.
I love it. I love it. It's
I
great.
hated
He's
it.
gonna start spinning a web in your hair up there, are you?
Yeah.
I'll fucking flick you off. I'll flick you off. Make a nice.
Deals 1 point of damage, turns back into Fenric. All right, what are you all doing?
What do we see?
What
It's
you
just
see-
bathroom?
Yeah, you
No
see the
other-
bathroom, and then you see like an open like archway door situation, and then a wall in front of you, like just looking straight out the room.
I mean, are we trying to be stealthy, guys? I know we got some magic here, but it looks like a lot of people came in and out. So what do you want to do?
Exactly.
Well,
What are we looking for again?
Someone doesn't keep an active trap unless they intend to be using it, I imagine. Just the thought.
So as a reminder, you guys are coming in here because it's an abandoned wizard's workshop, and you're looking for basically any magic
Artifact.
stuff.
Oh, well, in that case.
Like it doesn't need to be like magical items. It could just be like like a staff, like a wizard's staff. It's just of this wizard in particular. They wanted kind of their stuff.
Quick question. What time of day is it and how bright is it in this room?
So it is like midday, and it's pretty bright in this room with the hole in the ceiling.
But otherwise it's dark, most likely dark downstairs from what we can ascertain. Does it seem
from,
somewhat
like,
abandoned?
Looking out into like the hallway, so you can see that there's an open archway that leads into another room, but like there are torches on the wall, but none of them are lit. None of them. There's like one, but it's not
I
lit.
mean, we can all have dark vision, so it's not that big
yeah.
of a deal.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, do we all have dark vision? I think
Does
so.
Everybody
Does
but
no-
Fenric, but I can
Does
share
Fenric
mine.
have dark vision as a
Well,
spider?
that's right. You can share. it,
Fenrir
sure.
does have dark vision as a spider.
Which he
Oh,
currently still is.
Fair.
And then Nevase doesn't have dark vision, but Nevase has their steampunk goggles.
Yeah.
Sweet ass
remember that.
goggles. Those are so cool. I'll draw those on your head on the group shot. So, if anybody has some way of detecting magic, maybe we can figure out what's going on in this place, or we can just search the old-fashioned way. I'm used to that too.
I did prepare it. Fenric, did you also prepare it? Or do you get it?
I have a ritual. I can ritual cast
I'm
it.
pretty sure. Oh,
Okay.
so all three of you can cast it,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
unless Fenric didn't pick it today.
I can do it if you don't want to use like a.
Oh
slot.
yeah, you're a spider.
Yeah, it's a spider anyway. He's fine.
Yeah, but also
Like, no, I'm already a spider.
Nadora can also cast it as a ritual, so it also
Yeah.
doesn't take a
Okay.
slot.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And Fenrir gets
So-
it as a racial, like just being
Oh,
purple.
sweet. We got a
And
lot of
then-
detect magic going on.
He has also prepared it as well.
Yeah, because the
Look at us
racial
go.
one you only get once a day,
Yeah.
or once a long
Yeah,
rest.
so
I
you
think.
still get it though.
Mhm.
Wow.
Okay. I can go ahead and cast it first. I would like to do this as a ritual though, since we have the time and we're not.
Sure. We'll
In a
just sit in the
rush.
bathroom.
Yeah.
I'll admire the porcelain copper
Yeah, the
clawwork.
the copper
like, oh,
tub.
That's really nice.
Actually, Caffrey,
Copper
give me a
tub sounds
history check.
lit.
Ooh.
Ooh, are we gonna learn about the history of copper tubs?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
That's my ideal scenario.
Natural 19, you said a history
Yeah.
plus
Oh, that's pretty
7 is a
high.
26.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Like you said, history of
can't
copper tubs.
Yeah.
Let's go.
See shit. but I know stuff.
She
Um,
knows the manufacturing place of this tub particularly.
So
Oh
actually,
shit! This was totally made in Fandival. I know the guy.
interesting thing about the manufacturing of this is old. This is also handmade.
This is old magic.
This is like over 1,000 years old.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's also handmade, looks dwarven. Also kind of like inspecting it, it looks like this uses heat from like a fireplace that's probably downstairs to heat the copper. Like, you know that, like, looking at the
Fancy.
design, there are probably copper coils on the inside of this tub that heat it.
High tech.
Yo, you guys, whoever used to live here had some excellent taste. Old, but excellent taste.
What is it? A flying tub?
I don't know,
Well,
Burke. Maybe you should get in.
Stays warm. With Arya and the spider.
I mean,
Literally,
I'm
we're
all
just
right.
standing. Me and Fenrir are standing.
She's
in
just
the
sitting
tub.
like fetal position, like, what are we gonna do next, guys? And Fenric's like,
As Nadora is doing some sort of like chant on the ground. Are you all just gonna
Fenrir's-
wait for Nadora to finish?
Fenrir's gonna hop off as Spider
Okay.
and look for a way into the room below.
Into the
Oh,
room below.
Yeah, like into the
I mean-
like, floor below.
if it looks like the spider's gonna try and leave the bathroom, I'm gonna start yelling, Fenric, if you can hear me, maybe, take a look around, but don't go too far. You might run into one of those traps.
I
Oh my god, he's the cutest spider ever.
If the drain is removed from the tub, you might be able to follow the drain.
Oh.
Do I speak spider?
No. Nobody speaks spider.
You'd have to cast speak with animals or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, Fenric, as wild shape, you can understand them.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
double checking this. I think so.
'Cause
I think so. I just think
you
can't
keep your
talk.
intelligence and wisdom and charisma.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
Circle of the Moon?
No.
No.
Circle of the
that's
stars.
right. You're the star one. Huh?
Yeah. Form the hit dice. Blah 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 blah.
Nevase, your music is making me think that more spiders are going to come out of the tub any second.
Good. I was going for creepy. Tried to change it as soon as we got inside.
I love how much thought you put into it whenever you have control of the music.
I'm stressed.
I do like that we switch it up.
So yeah,
Uh,
I'm looking for, like, are there other holes, like stairs or stuff?
What's out of the room you're in? No. If you want to go out into the hallway and kind of inspect around, you absolutely can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you go out of the
Awesome.
hallway, you take a right, about 10 feet later is some stairs heading down.
Perfect.
As you're doing that, Nadora, you finish your ritual.
What can we see?
Nothing.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Well,
In your immediate vicinity and what you can see in between all the barriers and stuff, you can't see anything.
Oh, well, you got 10 minutes. Maybe you go first,
Yeah.
baby.
Just start
Yeah.
sprinting around the house. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Well, I mean, you don't have
nothing will
to
go wrong.
frolic in your armor.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go super loud. I'm not gonna be like stealthy, but like just because I expect it to be
Mhm.
abandoned. That's what I was told.
Whoever's going first, I'm staying up in front behind them. Just however we're trying to guide this.
So as you guys exit this room, there's a very small hallway. You can also see as soon as you step out of this room that there is another open archway about 10 feet to your right that seems to lead into another room. And then 180 degrees from that open archway is stairs that lead down.
I want to stick on the level that we're currently on.
Me too.
So
I'll bring up the rear of the line that we're in.
We just take a search of every floor pretty good and then start moving down.
and as we need to, we can
Agree.
redo the ritual.
Sure. Sounds good.
Fenric, as Spider, or as Spider Rick, are you heading downstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to the roof, like
Okay.
climb along the roof so I don't like set off any like pressure plates or anything.
Okay.
But
'Cause
like,
you're super heavy.
yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe it's magical.
Maybe
We
it's
don't
Maybelline.
know.
Oh my god, okay, wait.
Maybe it's
I still have
Maybelline.
spider climb active. Can I join Fenric?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so fun! Yeah.
How long do you have spider climb?
An hour.
An
Perfect,
hour?
that's as long
Jesus
as my
Christ.
wild shape lasts.
Yeah. So actually, Fenric is sitting on your shoulder as you're both upside down, and you're just walking along. That's hilarious.
Wonderful.
Okay, so
I didn't have
who?
that on the boat I had growing up.
So then, who's upstairs and who's downstairs?
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
I'm gonna wait until they're done exploring. I'm gonna try and keep an eye out myself behind them, but I'm letting them take the lead.
Them.
I don't
who?
want to get in their way. Like Nudora, Burke, and little Spidey climbing. Oh,
down
and
the stairs.
Spidey climbing.
Yeah, we
number
went
two.
down. We went down. We went down a floor.
Yeah. So Arya and Fenric are heading downstairs. Nevaeh, Nadora, Burke are staying upstairs.
If I can, from like I don't know what kind of stairway this is, without getting on the stairs, if I can still stay within 30 feet of them until the rest of them go downstairs, then that's what I would try to do.
Okay, so the stairs kind of go down and then loop back on themselves. So there's like a very small like landing platform.
It's a spiral kind of thing.
More of just like forward and back.
Oh, okay.
So like where like so like right here, you could kind of like sit there and see what's going on a little bit upstairs and see what's going on a little bit downstairs. If you want to plant yourself there.
That's fine. If I have to do it on the stairs, I'm gonna check the stairs for traps or anything,
Sure.
just in case.
Give me an investigation check.
Guidance on myself.
And while we're Spidey climbing around, can I, as a spider, take a look into the room?
Into which room?
Like the first one we got into, like the one downstairs.
Yeah, so I'll let you know what you see when you get down there.
Perfect.
I wanted to see what Caffrey's getting first.
I'm sorry, I dropped a dice. Oh, there it is. Come here. Come here, motherfucker. Rogue, don't eat.
No.
Okay. So. Okay, so on the dice, a natural 20, guidance 1,
Jesus.
investigation is just a regular investigation check.
Yep.
With my jack of all trades, that's +4 for a total of 25.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, you don't notice any traps going down the stairs.
Guys, I think we're good, but I'm keeping an eye on all of you.
So Fenric and Arya, as you guys get to the bottom floor, you see that it's kind of the same hallway setup as above, except it extends a little bit further. So you kind of come to like a T intersection. So kind of just right at the bottom of the steps, looking to the right, you can see that there is a room with no windows, and you see a bunch of like barrels kind of sitting up on like cask holders essentially. You also see that there's some like dried meat that's like hanging from the ceiling, and then you see also it looks like wine barrels kind of set up, and then to your left you can just barely see what looks to be like a medium-sized like dining table with like 4 chairs set up around it.
All right. Tap me once for right, twice for left. Once.
Once.
We're going to the wine room.
Okay, so as you turn right, you then see that there's another room to your right. So the one on the left is the like wine room, and the one on the right is a very a decently sized kind of ornate library. You can see that there are a bunch of bookshelves. You can see that there's a like really nice rug in the middle of the room. You can see that there's a small, very small fireplace in the corner. It doesn't have like a chimney or anything. It's just there's a window next to it, and it's a very, very small fireplace. You can see that there's a desk with a bunch of old candles on it that the wax has dripped off of the sides and has made like waterfalls of wax that go and reach the floor and kind of spread out along the floor. And
So this room.
Fenric, I think with your passive perception, you would notice that there are some books in the library that are missing from the bookshelves. So like it's not completely full, but you can kind of see where bookends are keeping most of them up. But there are a couple books that are like leaning on other books. You assume that there are books that are missing.
Which one do you want? You want to stay in the wine room? Do you want to go to the library? Library? Okay.
Okay, so you guys
Enters
head
library.
into the library. We're going to go back upstairs. So entering the little archway, you come into what seems to be a very nice living space. There's again a kind of a pretty nice rug with 2 chairs that are set up in there, nicely carved wooden chairs with cushions on them. You see what seem to be like 2 love seats in 2 corners of the room. There's 1 bookshelf in the room, and then 2 kind of like not cabinets, but shelves that just contain like cups. Some of them contain like little carved figurines. Some of them contain like letters that are stacked up. Some of them have like bottles of wine that are sitting on them.
Do I see anything with my detect magic?
Nope.
And there's nothing like closed that I could open.
Also, you do see that there is a curtain that is drawn to your immediate right.
Okay. Can I search the books on the bookshelf?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I go fidget with the curtain.
So you kind of draw the curtain a little bit, and you see that there is a bedroom behind there. A like full-sized bed with 2 dressers in the room. A fairly plain kind of bedroom.
Hey, Nadora, take a look here. There's an extra room back here.
Ooh, fun. Give me just a second. I got an 18 plus 3 for 21.
So you look through some of the books. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Halfling, Giant, and Celestial.
You do not know any of these books.
Shit. Well. Okay. I don't know the. Anyway, I'll go look at the room that Burke should pointed out.
Sure. You looking in with your magic eyes, you don't see anything special in here.
Upset. Spaghetti.
Can I take a peek at the books too?
Sure. What languages do you read
I speak
or speak?
Primordial, Common, Orcish, Dwarvish, and Draconic.
So you see about half of these books are in Dwarvish.
Wow. Makes sense.
Any of them have anything? Any big titles? Anything?
So most of them are like they don't have like words on the binding. You kind of like open them up and flip a couple pages. A decent number of these are like fiction novels, kind of like flipping through them. Yeah, most like a decent number of them are fiction. There are some where it is like seems to be like a family history, like somebody had like told tales of this family and they wrote them down. And then there are a couple that are kind of like academic books essentially, but for magic. It's like
Okay.
magic theory.
Gotcha. Do any of the ones that I can't read look particularly interesting?
I mean, some of them have some like really cool drawings in them, but like you can't read it, so
Fair enough. Can I pick up one of the like smaller ones that I can't read? I'm gonna bring it to show Fenric later.
sure.
Oh, quick question. Like, from what I know about like magic and like magical drawings, would I know if any of the ones that like, obviously that I can't read any of them, but any of the ones that like Nevase can't read, would I know if they're like magic related or not? Just since we're looking for things that are related to.
Going through all of the ones that he doesn't know and kind of just like flipping through them, there are a couple that have like magic arcane symbols on them. Again, you wouldn't know what like it says in like the legend
Yeah.
or in the captions or anything, but yeah, you see some like so kind of how like arcane magic kind of, especially like magic theory works, is it bases a lot on certain symbols matching up, and then like the alchemical properties, and like some symbols are related to different elements and how you put them together, and then what material components you combine with them, what words you can combine with them, etc., etc. So most of the like symbols that you see are either things that need to be drawn in the process of casting the spell, like if it's a ritual, or they denote certain hand movements that you have to do to cast an instantaneous spell.
If I were to sort the books based off of whether it's like about magic theory or versus like anything else, how many would there be?
Like 4.
Okay.
Out of like probably 30 or 40 books.
I will take them and put them in my pack.
Okay.
Even if I can't read them, other people can read them, and maybe they want them.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's a good point.
And then off to the room that if there's any like thing I can again open, rifle through chests or anything.
Yeah, so there's a bed and then 2 dressers. So you can try to open the dressers, you can like peek under the bed, whatever you want to do. All of it.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'll help Medora kind of poke through that too if I can.
Yeah, so give me an investigation check. Then you can take advantage.
16.
So nothing really of note. So in the dresser, mostly just a bunch of clothing, like tunics, pants. You do notice that you're a halfling, correct? They would fit you.
Okay.
They seem to be to fit someone of a smaller size.
Nevase, did you say that the books that you could read were in Dwarvish or no?
Yes.
Okay. So my assumption then would be that they were a dwarf. Because they're about my size, right?
Yeah. So typically a little bit like wider, like shoulder wise, which looking at these, you would again assume that they're probably a dwarf. You also find kind of under the bed, you find what can best be described as like ye old ace bandages. So like kind of thin, just like fabric, but like a long piece of it. And you kind of find that in like a bundle under the bed.
Might use it to patch someone up later. Shove it in the pack.
Okay.
Was there anything I could like go through in the little space that Burke showed me?
This is the space that Burke showed you.
Oh, never mind.
Anything else you want to do in the bedroom or the living space?
If I've like looked through everything, I'm good.
The shelves that the books are on, are they like standing shelves or are they like full, I don't know, like floor to ceiling? The type of thing that I need to be checking to see if there's a like door behind it.
Oh no, they're more of like
Pull a special book and
Yeah.
more like like probably more like 4.5 feet tall bookshelves. They're not
Okay, cool,
like
cool,
floor to ceiling.
cool.
Feels like floor ceiling to me. I'm just kidding. Only slightly taller than me.
Okay, so then we're gonna go back down to the library with Arya and Fenric.
And this was the only room upstairs, right?
This
Other than the bathroom.
was the only entryway that you guys could find. Yeah.
okay, considering where everybody's at right now, would Caffrey feel good enough about checking those books? Not necessarily with magical aspects, but any good historical content that the person might be interested in, considering how old this place is? It seems something might be in there.
Yeah. I think you could go upstairs and check them because I think all this time you guys are like casually talking back and forth. So Neves is like, I found some like history books.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
yelling at each other's shoulders. That's what I'm hoping, but if that's not what we're doing.
There's
Yeah.
some magic
I'm down.
theory stuff in there too.
Okay, so then I'd love to take a look and see if there's anything I can help with, especially as far as the book, since there's not a lot of quote unquote magic detected so far.
What languages do you speak?
Common and Elvish.
You can read the other half of the books.
Oh,
Hey!
look at that. What a good party comp.
Oh, I probably should have said something, but I didn't actually.
I was gonna say, you would have known that.
Yeah, so you can read the other half of the books. In terms of history, I mean, even looking through them, you would know that most of them are the history of like. Okay, so this person seems to have been alive during the Age of Civilization, which would also make sense based on like kind of what's all going on with everything else you've seen. So the Age of Civilization is whenever magic, specifically arcane magic, came into Portalis. That's also when monsters came into Portalis. So a lot of cities were built during this time. So a lot of these history books are describing like the history of settlements that are now being turned into cities and like why people congregated in these areas. Most people were nomadic, but they would have like places that they would return to often, and those are what became most of the like elven and dwarvish cities. Also, Caffrey, you specifically would know that also before the Age of Civilization, there were only elves and dwarves.
That I remember. So does some of this seem to predate that time and only have content on that?
So
Maybe
it's so any also like history would be about so there were still like towns, but there weren't any like cities like with walls. So that is also like recounting like
So this is way before the gift child period.
yeah, so the Life Second Chance, which involves the gifts, happened about 600 years after the dawn of the Age of Civilization. But there were still some like tieflings, dragonborn, half-orcs, etc. But they were born of their own parents. Like they weren't born of any type of parents.
Sure. Okay.
They also would probably talk a decent amount about the War of the Gods and the like resulting aftermath, which was when the gods of corruption and the gods of
Well, that's specific.
um
Corruption?
sorry, the gods of light and the gods of corruption. They had basically there was a war between all of them, and so they also would talk a lot about that and what happened after. To a library, these would be worth a decent amount of money.
I was gonna say anything that looks like it's of decent worth.
Honestly, less because it is unknown knowledge and more because these are so well preserved.
Okay, Caffrey's probably gonna pocket a couple
Okay.
while nobody's looking. And then also gather a few that might interest. I know he said magic, or they said magic, but if there's anything that pertains to like mage-like times or something that sounds like it's related to this place.
Yeah, so the beginning of the Age of Civilization was a really, really big time in the basics of arcane magic.
Okay.
Also, the building of cities relied heavily on arcane magic because it helped reduce labor a lot.
Now, I was checking through my notes, but based off, I'm trying to remember who told us to give this to them. Was it Krista?
No, it was a merchant.
Merchant.
A random merchant. Okay, okay. Caffrey's
I
gonna
just wanted
pocket
their
probably the most of the good shit.
I just wanted the armor, and they said they would give it to me for cheaper.
For 250 cheaper, if I remember.
Yeah, it was a lot
Yeah.
cheaper.
All right. So I'll grab some stuff that I think they might be interested in, just be merchant wise. But Caffrey's gonna hold on to the good shit if she can ascertain what that is.
Yeah, I think give me a history check to figure out if you can get what's good.
Guidance.
With that in mind, I'm also going to grab the like magic theory.
Yeah.
Six.
Tell me about a divine.
There you go. Oh. Well, actually, I was waiting for some sort of divine knowledge or a little bit more of like that side. I didn't
Oh
hear
yeah,
much of that.
so if you want
I got a 6. I'm sorry. I got a 16 plus 1, and then in history plus 7, 17 plus 7, 20,
24.
24.
Yeah, so you know exactly what would be worth something to the right people. You also, a lot of the books about the War of the Gods specifically would be worth a lot to the Library of Biana because not only is it history, it's divine history.
Oh yeah, and that's where Nindor and Caffrey just learned about the Archmage's Bane.
Mm-hmm. So
for
they
the
were
Church of
they were
Badana,
a
or
evil
Badana?
an evil. They were a sect of Biana.
The bad side. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna pocket some of those and making a note to show them to Nidora later if she's not close by. I'm just pocketing as many as I can. I probably would take, if they all seem significant enough, I'd cap at probably 50 pounds of books if I can.
So most of them are fiction books. I would say maybe
It's not that many.
12
I'll just pick
are
out the most
history
important
books.
I'll just put 12 and then you can send me those.
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Are those the
And-
elvish only ones that she's taking?
Oh, yes. So actually you would get more like, so let's see, the arcane would be more of elvish, the dwarven would be more of history. So you would get, specifically for history books, you would get 4. Because most of the history was written by the dwarves, most of the elves seem to have a stronger connection to the arcane than the dwarves. So they kind of left all of the history to the dwarves and took the arcane and kind of started to work with that.
And Caffrey, you said you were doing this subtly, right?
You're muted.
So sorry. I'm not doing this subtly. I'm just going through and be like, oh shit, this is probably worth it. And again, like I said, I wanted to share some with Nodora. I was
Okay.
going to probably share the rest of them. But if you were close by, I probably would have turned to you a couple times and been like, do you know what this is?
Okay, cool.
This is worth a fuck ton.
Okay, I'm gonna.
All of
Yeah.
that.
So I think that you know that I don't know crap about any of this stuff. what if we grab like, I don't know, something to pander to the sword lady, and what are the odds we sell something? We make some money off of this? Do you see anything that we could?
Hell yeah. If we find the right buyer, there's some good shit in here. Definitely.
Hell yeah. Okay, so what do I need to be looking for? I can read the other ones. I don't know what the hell you're holding.
Can I mean, since we're here, DM, can I give Neves like a basic idea of what the book should look like, how to recognize a first edition, how to,
Yeah. Oh, this
stuff
is
like that?
great. Give me a. What is your intelligence?
Oh god.
No, just
mine or-
Caffrey's.
yeah.
Yeah.
My intelligence is +3 without Jack of all trades.
Yeah. So go ahead and just give me a straight intelligence check. Neves, roll me a straight d20 to see how good you can pick up.
Can I guidance Neves before they do it?
I would say yes,
Since I'm trying
because
to
you
teach
are
them?
trying to teach Neves. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So add a d4 to that Neves. Okay, so intelligence plus Jack of all trades. That brings me to 21.
I got a 19.
Nice.
Look at it, guys. Go.
Yeah. So Neves, you're actually picking this up
Neves
pretty
and
well.
Caffrey are like totally jamming.
Yeah, so Neves, with your time, like, basically with your past of being able to like recognize what things are like legit and what's bogus, you pick this up really well. Also just like with your like kind of interest in the divine and history and stuff like that, you're getting it, you're getting into it. And Caffrey, you're teaching it so well. You're also getting really enthusiastic about it, and Neves, you're just feeding off of that.
This is my field, baby. I love this shit.
So basically, Caffrey and Neves are like pulling books off of shelves, like talking about it, as Burke and Nador are just like pulling garments out of dressers. Go like, where's the good shit in here?
Ransacking this place.
Yeah.
Bloomers coming out.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm
You think I look
mad.
good in this color, Nadora?
No, I'm sitting over here pissed because I can't read anything. I'm like, I specifically learned Celestial so I can learn stuff, and then I can't read anything.
Arya and Fenric, you guys are down in the library. What are you guys doing?
So I'm a crawl off
So
of
I'm a
Arya's shoulder real quick.
spider.
So I'm a spider.
I'm
I'm
a
a-
sneaky spider.
I'm gonna plant my web on the roof
Okay.
and crawl down my web and like go to the floor
Okay.
and crawl underneath a really nice rug.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if there's anything underneath the rug.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
You were also. Oh yeah, you guys were walking up along the ceiling. Okay. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching this being like,
You could have just dropped down to the ground. Yeah, so under the rug, you do not see anything or
Okay.
sense anything.
Okay. I will crawl up my web again because it's a fast escape. Up to Arya's shoulder again.
see anything? I don't fucking know what you said, but okay.
Tap 1 for yes, even though I can't feel it.
You're a spider.
Since we're still like on the ceiling, I want to drop down to the floor, but I want to make sure that I'm not going to be stepping on anything. Can I
Yeah,
just,
so you
like-
can drop down onto like the rug.
and it's gonna not. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna drop myself down to the rug.
What do you mean by
What's that, right?
because you can't just like float in the air.
No, can we what?
You don't want to touch anything, as in like you don't want to touch the rug, but you're okay with like being just on the regular ground.
No. I didn't want to like
Set up a
step on
trap.
something that's gonna. Yeah, I didn't want to step on
Oh,
a trap.
so you can give me an investigation check to check the ground and
okay.
see.
I
Okay,
was
cool.
like, is he just gonna let me do this? Okay, fine.
I mean, yeah, I'll let you do whatever you want. I have consequences.
Yeah, sure. You can give me an investigation check if you want to check for
You
traps.
can certainly try.
Not the
Yeah,
consequences
17.
of my own actions.
You do not notice any traps in the library.
Okay, I'm gonna vault myself off the ceiling.
I have a question when you get back to us.
Okay. Vault yourself off the ceiling.
Yeah, and land on the floor. Preferably feet up.
You do it. Amazing.
Does Fenric stay on the shoulder?
Yeah, you're a spider.
Okay. Okay,
And then I
perfect.
go, oh, sorry, man, I forgot you were there.
You see a little like, like the mandibles.
Okay, so Arya walks up to the bookshelf, takes Fenric, and is like, "All right, go find. See if you could. Can you read these?" I'm just holding you up to all the books.
So Fenric, what languages can you read?
I can read Common, Elvish, Giant, Druidic, Dwarvish, or Dwarven, and Halfling.
So
Oh my god, considering your intelligence level, that's really impressive.
So first off, again, there's no like writing on the bindings of any of these books.
Yeah.
So like, but if you
Can-
are you gonna open some of them up?
Yeah, I'll
Well,
open.
I'm
it
gonna
with,
unwild shape myself because I
Okay.
don't think
Okay.
a spider can open up pages. Like I'm just imagining a spider like trying to pull out a book and like falling off and getting squished.
Yeah. So you unwild shape. Flipping through any of the books, you can read all of these books.
Perfect.
Can I read it?
Arya, what languages do you know?
I can speak Elvish, Common, Sylvan.
You can
Or you
read
could
about
also
half the books.
ask
So-
Demon Daddy if he can read something.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Can
Midoriya is now extra mad because I'm the only one that can't read any.
Oh, bummer. Well, Nidora also has comprehend languages possibility. So
Tongues.
I have comprehend languages.
Oh, that's true. You have tongues. Damn.
But
never
that
mind.
doesn't do anything
I
with
take it
reading.
back. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. It's
Just
fine.
rubbing it in your face. Like,
I love you.
Fine. You did this on
I'm-
purpose.
No, I
Can
wrote
I-
the history before you picked.
I asked you when I was learning my languages what languages would be the most useful for Nidora to know if she
Yeah.
was going to be looking into history and magic.
Yeah. This is old shit.
I
Most of
know.
it's been transcribed at this point.
I know.
Can I quick pop a detect magic as like my Furbolg feature?
Oh, as your like
Ooh.
racial thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
So also tell me how the Fearbulg's thing is, because I think it's different than like the regular detect magic.
Let me check. You can cast detect magic and disguise self with this trait using wisdom as your spellcasting ability for them. Once you cast either spell, you can't do it again until you finish a short or long rest. When you cast your version of disguise self, it's the only one.
It's just the
different is-
disguise self. Okay.
Yeah.
So looking around, you do not see anything magical.
Okay. Can I?
Wait, what's the length or the amount of wood or stone that you can't see through?
1 foot.
1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
1 second.
Fucking knew it.
You don't see anything.
No.
Damn! I was hoping.
I know, me too. I was like, oh, someone's checking.
Okay. Can I, out of pure selfish curiosities, can I look for books pertaining to history of like the druid kind in the world?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna smack myself in the chest with the stone, cast guidance on myself.
I love
Okay.
how it's so violent.
I was gonna say that's canon. Every
After he
time
like lightly taps people, Fenric's like punching himself in the chest.
I love it. I can't wait until he casts it on somebody else and punches them in the chest.
12.
How long are you
Big-
willing to spend on this?
Until the others come down.
Okay. I would say you find one book,
Okay.
written in Elvish about just it basically summarizes all the different druid clans in the area.
I'm gonna put that in my backpack.
Cool.
To read later.
Yeah, I was gonna say, very quickly flipping through it, you do see something about whatever the fuck your group's called.
We haven't picked a name yet.
No, we have picked a name. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
The Children of the Stars.
Perfect.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the group. Never mind.
No, the Fenric's group.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my pocket.
You got some big pockets.
Backpack pocket.
He's a big man.
Me too,
I'm
bitch.
also 7'6", so like.
I put 90 pounds of trout in my pocket the other night.
That
Can
just sounds
Fenric
like it.
Fucking
It
stinky.
sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah. You know what? It did. It sounded inappropriate. Let's
Trout pocket.
pretend like it never
Trout
happened.
pocket.
Okay.
Ew.
Gross.
Go.
Gross.
My sister's watching.
I need some
My
alcohol.
13
So
year-old
is mine.
I'm
Well,
not
she's older
saying-
than me, so she's fine.
Mine's
She-
13.
Mine's older.
Literally had to go.
Bye.
Sorry, Titan Adora. Follow in the ways of the Twilight Cleric. All right, let's continue.
Okay. I'm back.
Anyway, what'd you do?
I got alcohol for this
Oh.
whole thing.
Nice.
Need alcohol.
Oh
But,
man, he's beaming up for something. Scotty, maybe.
Beam me up,
Uh,
Scotty.
I know that was terrible. Shit.
As Fenric is looking through all the books and stuff, can I look through, like, drawers, other shelves, whatever's in there?
It is
Look-
literally just bookshelves, like one really nice like leather chair, and then that little tiny fireplace.
You know, sit in the leather chair.
You die. No, it's a very nice leather chair.
Of comfort.
I'm gonna go sit in it and wait.
Of fun.
Okay, so then Nidora, you said you wanted to. There was something.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little sus that there is only like very few entryways in this upstairs. Because did you say, I might be remembering wrong, but didn't you say that it was like, you know, the bottom floor is as big as the top floor? I feel like the bottom floor is a lot bigger. I feel like outside is bigger than what we're currently seeing.
Give me an
You're
intelligence
thinking
check.
some You're thinking some secret rooms, is what you're saying.
Yes, I think they're secret rooms.
I also feel like there's got to be secret rooms.
Secret tunnel. 17.
The DM is bad at describing things because it is as big as the top floor is as big as the bottom floor.
Gotcha.
It was more of I thought that there was more rooms on the bottom than just the one.
Yes, there is.
So we are missing something.
The
No.
rooms on the top are bigger.
Yes.
Oh.
The living space is twice the size of the two of the rooms downstairs.
Okay. I was just imagining things.
And I am bad
So-
at describing. I apologize.
It's
No,
okay.
you're fine.
There's got to be a basement.
I would have been suspicious anyway, so don't worry about it.
Suspicious.
Okay, so Burke, Nidora, Neves, Caffrey, do you guys want to head downstairs now?
Yeah.
Sure. Do we
Yeah, if
see
we're
the front
satisfied
door?
with the library and shit.
Arya and Fenric would have seen the front door when they came down the stairs.
Did they like go past it? Did we
Nope.
walk through the room that we were worried about?
Nope.
or
Okay,
did
cool.
any pings on their detect magic happen, or did 10 minutes pass too quickly?
Oh, yeah, do we still have the
So oh, with a foot of stone. Okay, so yes, technically Nidora, when you first cast it, you would have noticed a spell on the front door, and then Fenric, whenever you cast it, you would have noticed a spell on the front door because I forgot.
That's it.
Sounds like the room is
Only on the front door.
You're only, creating an entire world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
you
mean,
would both
you should know
notice an aberration magic around the front door.
Okay.
That's fun. Anything cool downstairs?
Are you
Is
here?
there no?
I mean, the first floor.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
Main floor. What do we see?
So
Vibe
whenever you
check.
guys come down the stairs, you see again the to the right. You can kind of see the like wine room as Tipper described it, and then to the left you would see like a dining room.
Which rooms have they been in?
They've been into the library.
Okay.
Also, there is like a small hallway to the left. So, like, if you come down the stairs, you look to your left, you see the dining room, but there's also like a small hallway that the dining room kind of like comes off of. So you could assume that there's probably a room to your immediate left. If that makes any sense.
And where's Arya right now?
Arya
In the
and
library.
Fenric are in the library, which is to your immediate right.
Right.
So like right and back is the library, right and forward is the like wine room, the left and forward is the dining room, and the left and back is a possible other room.
Cool.
I would like to go left and forward to the dining room.
Okay.
Magic.
Magic.
You do not see anything.
Pause.
Where does anybody else want to go?
Caffrey, you see all those bucks?
Let's do it. Put your skills to the test. I let Nevase go first, and I say, "You can find it, baby. You got this." And give it a little inspiration, just like, "Find that book. Find that book. You know what to look for. You got this. Look real quick. You got to find it." Just give them a little inspiration to their investigation check if they actually get to have one.
Yep.
But for the next 10 minutes, you got a little inspiration.
Also, Nevesh, you can only read half the books.
Fair.
If there's any Elvish ones and
The other-
Nevase points it out, then I will assist.
Yeah, the other half are Elvish, so.
All right, I'm gonna wander in, take a peek for the most expensive looking.
Investigation check for me, BB.
Hell yeah.
BB?
BB.
BB.
And that's it.
And then you can add a D6, correct?
Isn't it for inspiration?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
If
it's a
you so
D6.
Yes. Right? Because we haven't leveled up yet. enough.
Poco, can you confirm that?
What am I confirming?
What
It's a
the
D6. Yes.
inspiration die is? D6?
The inspiration die is a D6 currently.
13.
13?
It'll get better if I survive.
Looking around, you do find a couple, again, kind of like history books, and a couple of magic theory books. Again, it looks like these are more used, worth a little less. Also, kind of those empty spaces that Fenric and Arya had seen. You like kind of counting the empty spaces. It looks like they are probably the books that were upstairs. So it
Oh,
looks like they probably read the books upstairs, put them back in the library, grab new ones, bring them upstairs.
Oh.
Can
Interesting.
Fenric just grab a random book that doesn't look all that good
Sure.
and just put that in as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me figure out what kind of book you grabbed.
Just because something has piqued his curiosity.
Okay. You can write one fiction book in your
Perfect.
inventory. And then Nevase, are you trying to find as many nice books as you can find? Or as many sellable books?
Yeah, I'm just trying to spot them, but also, hey Caffrey, I can only read half of these.
Oh, yeah. I'm assisting Nevase all the way, but I'm letting Nevase take the lead.
Okay, do bless.
But if there's any like Sylvan, Elven kind of stuff
Yeah.
in there or something like that, then I'm gonna assist all the way.
So Nevase, you find 6 books that would probably be worth selling. Caffrey, you find 7.
Cool.
Well, so Nevase, technically you find all of them. you can only read 6 of them. And
Fair
you're
enough.
like, these look good, I think. And Caffrey's like, yeah, these track.
Nice. Also, can you
Good
fit
find, Nevase. Good find.
Did these fit in the
You do
in your
great
trout
things
perch?
Your
Oh,
trout
yeah.
pouch. Is what you're
Oh
saying?
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, as long as none of the books are bigger than like, I don't know, 12 or 18 inches, I think I can shove it in my pocket.
Cool.
Very specific.
Well, you know, it's
you-
it's quite a little zipper I got going on here. I can only stretch it out so far. Goddamn the polyester industry in this country, but you know,
Right? I was just thinking the same thing.
we do it.
We lost Aria.
Oh, see, I feel like anytime something happens to Arya, she like gets up, walks away, and is like, ah.
You can see Arya's face screaming. That's what she said.
It's like 12 to 18 inches. I could definitely fit it into my pocket. I was like, you said that so casually once you called it a trout pouch. I have to go. Oh, I need alcohol.
Yes, you do. My goodness. Or maybe you don't. If you are already there, my goodness.
Yeah, you might be able to fit an extra inch or two in that trout pouch of yours with that alcohol.
Okay, now since I stole some fucking fish, all of a sudden my sack of holding is the trout pouch. I'm not saying I'm not
fish.
okay with it, but I wasn't expecting it.
It was a lot of fish.
It was a ton of fish.
Caffrey's
It
not
was
opposed.
so much fish.
It was 90 pounds of fish.
These are decent. If I knew anyone that had just picked up 90 pounds of fish, I think that there would have been a nickname made.
All right, so who's doing what now?
Once we're
I
done
didn't
with
get a
this-
description of the dining room,
Oh,
and I would
yeah.
like one, please.
So in the dining room, there's like a very nice dining room table, like a dark wood that seems to be hand carved. 4 chairs, again, also of that same dark wood, hand carved. And then you can see a cabinet in the back side of the room that has wooden cups, wooden bowls, wooden plates, wooden utensils, all like, again, very nicely carved, all sitting in this cabinet.
And that's the only thing in the cabinet.
Mhm.
This wizard is boring.
Mhm.
This wizard is like chill as shit. I don't know why they're so interested in him. He seems like he was trying to live a peaceful life until something happened.
The Fire Nation attacked.
Oh my god, they were part of the error? Okay, we're done. We're not in that world. Never mind.
Can I look in the library to see if there's any hidden entranceways at all?
Give me an investigation check.
You know what, Chosen? Now that I say that, do we ever get the name of the mage or the arcane user that the workshop was pertaining to?
Nope.
Thinking about this is
Do-
super trap-ish.
Is there any diaries or sense of information, like in an office or on paperwork, to where we would know who this person is?
With your
Can I look for
investigation
that?
checks that you've made, no. If you want to go through like all of the papers again and try to find one, you can give me a new investigation check.
Well, I'm actually gonna project to the group. It's like the same question. Hey, guys, I mean, why are we here? Maybe we should look more into this dude, or
Didn't you say there was
Isn't that
letters
discount?
upstairs?
wait, what?
Well, at one point I thought Chosen said that there was letters somewhere, like stacks of letters.
Yeah, they were up in the living space. I would assume that people would have gone through them. So basically it was mostly like bills of sale. So like
Is it signed?
no.
No notification of sale, no seals, no like initial.
I think there would be a
So
seal,
sus.
but it looking through them, most of the seals are like 4 or 5 different ones. It seems like the person who sealed it was always the person who sold whatever it was, not the person
Okay.
who was buying it.
Alright.
Sketchiest fucking mage I've ever heard of.
True. I rolled a 15 for my investigation.
Looking around the room for any sort of like hidden entrance or anything, you do not find anything.
Okay. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much in here other than these word things, word books,
Word
Word-
books.
word books.
Just some word books. You used to picture books like that?
All right, Roguey Rogue. I think it's your turn. Maybe we should find some sort of basement or hidden entrance or something. There's got to be something else here.
I mean, there's a hallway that we haven't walked down yet.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
haven't you guys not looked at the wine room?
Oh, also
either?
Nadora, whenever you walked into the dining room, 180 degrees behind you was a kitchen.
Oh, can I look at the kitchen?
Can I get up and go to the wine room?
Yep. Both of you can give me an investigation check if you want to just look around.
Jaffrey
Oh, also Arya,
follows
as
Arya into the wine room for sure.
yeah, Arya, as you look in, immediately to the right as you enter, you see an open hatch and a wooden stair leading down.
Okay, well, that feels relevant.
Without even investigating.
Well,
wait.
so
Oh,
the
you
investigate would be to go
Like
through
in the
everything
middle of the floor.
else. Like, even rolling a natural 1 investigation check, you would see an open hatch door and wooden stairs. Like,
Yeah. I got 12.
Nadora?
22.
Okay, so
Nice.
with a 12, Arya, what you find is there, again, this is fairly easy to find, there's a lot of, like, alcohol that is fermenting in here. You can also see that there's a lot of, like, beef and other meats that are, curing.
Do I have any knowledge of like what stage these would be at in their curing?
Yeah, give me
Process?
oh wow, a survival check with advantage because you've probably dealt with like cured meats
Nice.
before.
11.
11. I don't think you would know how long in the process they are. You would know that 1,000-year-old jerky would definitely not look this good.
Okay, so like it's obvious that it's on the fresher side.
That either somebody has been living here earlier than this place has been like started, or something is slowing down the process. And then
Also,
go ahead.
for like
Your mic cut out.
the torch and like, oh, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I've lit a torch because I can't see.
No, you can see Nadora gave you dark vision.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Oh, you're blinding the
Ugh.
rest of us.
You can see further than like anybody else.
And then Nadora in the kitchen, basically you find that there is a out of that same copper that was made upstairs, you find a stovetop and like an oven range sort of situation. You also see that there is a lot of like barrels full of like flour and a lot of other just like cooking ingredients around. You also see that the like fire that is used to stoke the counter or the stovetop also is funneled into copper tubes that go up into the ceiling.
Probably for the tub, I'm assuming.
I would assume, or you would assume, I guess would be the best way to say
Us-
that.
We're all assuming.
Okay,
You know what that means.
I do.
Fuck you.
If there's something else of interest, is my detect magic still up?
That was out of character.
I would say yeah, your detect magic is still up. Probably got another like minute or two.
Okay, and so that, and I'm assuming Still nothing on it.
Just besides the front door.
Okay.
My meat room. I'm gonna go. Hey guys, there's a downstairs.
Downstairs.
A downstairs.
Oh, I love it downstairs.
But downstairs.
Just a moment. I have one more room I wanted to look at before you go downstairs.
Just a moment.
Okay, what room is that?
The one that you said was potentially down the other hallway outside of the dining room.
That would be the kitchen.
Oh, I thought you said that it was past the dining room. But in
No,
the
basically,
hallway.
you came down the stairs. From where you were standing at, as soon as you came down the stairs, you could see through the door, through the archway of the dining room, you could see that there was a dining room in there. But because you can't see around corners, you couldn't see that there was a kitchen behind there, but you would assume that there was a room over there.
Okay, never mind. Ignore me. To the downstairs.
To the downstairs.
Who goes downstairs first?
Me.
All right, Arya,
I'll
you
follow behind.
you go down the ladder, and you see a couple things. So first, you see that there's just a lot of storage in general. So like a lot of sacks, a lot of barrels. You see that there is a full like wine cabinet, essentially, like those big like wooden X things where you would like put wine bottles. There's like a full one of those down there. You also see that there are a bunch of wooden planks in different sizes. You also see that there are some just like cut logs that would be used to like stoke a fire. And then lastly, you see that there is a large piece of stone in the wall that has been broken down. And you can see you have dark vision, but with it being, you can see that there is another room. You cannot see what is in there with the current light level.
Oh, dang.
Can I take out my sword and use it as light? Is that a thing?
I wanted you to get through your description, but I also wanted to, as soon as I see Arya going downstairs and like no traps, I've been tripped, no tripping traps. As I see Arya going down the stairs, she's going down. I'm yelling, Tipper, please don't go. But if you go, take this with you. I got some inspiration for ya. There's still a spider on your shoulder. That's all I got.
It's
So
going down. I'm yelling Tipper. Like that's like it's amazing.
I've been saving that one. So you got that for 10 minutes. If any shit happens down there, if you need anything, you got a D6.
Can I see anything with detect magic?
Okay, so Arya, your sword thematically glows. It does not shed any light.
Okay. Never mind.
And then Nidora, do you go down the stairs? Or down the ladder?
Well, like, I can occupy the same space as
Okay. Yeah.
others.
So
yeah.
coming down the ladder, you see. Now I have to pull up my actual notes. So 1, 2, 3. Four. You see 7 different things light up.
Holy shit. Guys, we found it.
The magic? You see the magic?
Something.
I see 7 magics.
I see the magic.
7 divines, Nevaeus!
Not the divines. I'm gonna nudge Caffrey. Yo, we got it.
We got him.
Oh shit! We all start running that way, I guess.
Okay, so also, does anybody have anything that actually gives off light?
I mean, I've got torches. And like a timber box.
Because
Tipper
the thing is
has
with the
dancing lights ready to go in case there's a darkness issue.
because so with everything like the other floors with dark vision, when there's dim light, you can see as if it's regular light, and that's kind of what it was. Is it was very dim light. You have gone downstairs where there is absolutely no windows and there's no light given off. So you can like think if you're walking out in the woods at night with like an overcast night, but there is still moonlight, like you can kind of see, but not very well. So
Just so you know, if you don't remember, sorry, Caffrey does have superior dark vision, if that makes any difference.
what does superior dark vision do?
It increases my dark vision by 120, and I think it treats dim light like daylight, but I can look it up really quick. I just wrote dark vision in the radius. Or
Fenrical-
superior dark vision.
Fenrical cast produce flame in his hand.
They
And
also
that,
have torches.
that's 10 feet of light. A bright light and then 10 feet for dim.
So
I
all
was
I
going to say, if somebody says they can't see, Caffrey will light up her dancing lights and put some dim lights orbs around the room.
Caffrey, I know that's a cool trick, but if we're trying to stay stealthy, maybe let Nadora do her trick where she lets someone else see through her.
It's still only dark
I think
vision.
it's gonna work though
Yeah.
because it's like black down here.
It's
so
too dark. We have to light
superior
a
dark
torch or
vision
something.
is just your dark vision is a range of 120 feet.
Ah, okay. Then as soon as I realize I can't see anything, Caffrey's going to look around to see if everybody can else see anything. And if she ascertains that, she'll light up the dancing lights.
Okay. So I think enough people have given different forms of light. None of them being actual spells. So yeah, you're fine. Okay.
It's a cantrip, whatever.
Yeah. It is a stone room with dark black slate covering 3 of the walls. 2 of them have smudged chalk all over them, and one of them has been broken into multiple pieces and lie on the ground. There are a couple of piles of ash on the ground. You also see that glass bottles litter the ground with remnants of arcane materials scattered about. There's blood covering the floors and walls. There are desks and cabinets that line the walls that have large grooves cut into them, and any items on there that were organized in any sort of way are no longer organized. Things of note, there are arcane sigils that are carved into the walls and floors. There is a glass bookshelf full of books that is seemingly untouched by whatever happened in here. You see that kind of sitting in the middle of the room is this device that, I don't know the best way to, the thermite in Overwatch, or not Overwatch, in
Apex Legends.
You know, whenever you pull it, but before you throw it, how the sides kind of like eject out. It looks like that kind of on the ground, and has like a small gray like wisp in the middle of it, like encased within it. That's kind of just like.
Cool.
You see a smaller one of those next to a body on the ground.
Oh boy.
Laying against one of the walls is a dwarven body. The sides of their head completely shaved with a long black braid running down to about their mid-back. They lie in a pool of now dried blood crumpled on the ground. They are completely nude with a gag in their mouth, their hands cuffed, and their eyes covered. Next to them lay a robe and undergarments, all of them cut in 2. And also in the pile of fabric lies an intricate wooden and metal staff, but it has been broken in half.
Damn.
Huh.
I go investigate the body.
Okay.
I say, what do you guys think happened here? This is pretty.
Do you think this guy
Degrading.
died doing? Did he die doing what he loved, or was this something else?
Oh, Caffrey does her best with her -1 strength to punch Burke in the shoulder. Like, you of all people should be more respectful of the dead, especially if they died like this. It sucks.
Nervous chuckled. Been there
would like
once,
to
but it ended better.
I want to warn people not to step on the symbols because of my little incident in Fargo's workshop.
The rotisserie.
Mm-hmm.
So try to not touch them.
Okay, so Arya's looking at the body. Who else is doing what?
Can I take a look at the glass bookshelf? Like, I'm assuming I can't read anything, but I
Okay.
at least want to look.
Who else is doing what?
I think
I'll
I'd
also go
like
look
to
at
check out the body.
Yeah, like when I check out the body and like go through his cut up clothes. and that
Okay, so
kind of-
Fenric going through the body, Nevase going through the clothes, Burke and Caffrey, what are you guys doing?
Caffrey's trying to just ascertain what might have happened here,
Okay.
whether or not they were the victims, which seems so, but like just an idea of what happened.
Okay. And then Burke.
And Burke is casting Divine Sense.
Okay.
Seeing the dead body makes him uncomfortable.
Can you read me off what Divine Sense does?
Within 60 feet of me, until the end of turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can also detect the presence of consecrated or desecrated places or objects.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little loose with consecrated and desecrated. You do sense that this body has been desecrated.
Ooh.
Any sort of funeral rites that should have been done to it have not been done to it, and it has been sat here.
That's sad.
If Caffrey was just going to do a general investigation check of what happened,
Yeah, so Caffrey, I'd say you can either give me an investigation check, or if you can do an intelligence check if you want to just kind of take everything in and try to piece together what happened. Arya and Nevase, if you both want to give me investigation checks. Nadora and Fenric, are you trying to open the glass cabinet?
Well, I actually wanted to backtrack. What are the 7
Yeah, so
magical things?
the 7 magical things are in one of the piles of ash, you sense that there is something magical. Let me see what it would be.
So I'm thinking he definitely died by sacrifice or something.
So
it doesn't
the
look
in
positive.
one of the piles of ash, you get conjuration magic. The arcane sigils are all magical. Again, giving a conjuration magic. The glass bookshelf gives enchantment magic. The 2 kind of like objects that are sitting there give necromantic magic. And then there
Wait, what objects?
so the
They're like
2 kind of
skeleton.
like the thermite looking things from Apex
Okay.
give necromantic magic, and then there are 2 books within the bookshelf that give off magic, but because of the enchantment magic of the bookshelf itself, you can't see what that magic is.
I got a nat 20 for 23 on my
Ooh.
investigation check.
Caffrey got a dirty 20.
Okay. Why don't we go ahead and take a break real quick so that I can get everybody's notes, all of my notes together of what happened. Right before you guys go, again, one more time, the numbers that you got.
23.
Okay.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. And then Fenric and Nadora, are you guys touching the bookshelf?
I want to wait now that I know that that's enchantment magic.
Mm-hmm.
She's hugging the bookshelf. The bookshelf of her friend.
It is my
Should-
friend.
Should
I
I
want
open
to
it?
look in the pile of ash. No,
Okay.
not yet.
Then give me a quick investigation check, and then Fenric, what are you doing?
I'll stand by the bookshelf waiting for the go from Nadora.
Okay, and then Nadora, what'd you get?
21.
Okay, cool. Like a quick 5-minute break. You guys can all grab drinks, go to the restroom, and I'll figure out what's going on.
Yay!
Yay! Be right back.
All right.
Okay, cool.
people aren't good. That's not how this works. I mean, things that you do are good or bad, but people are just people.
People come and they talk a lot.
When they're grieving.
Yeah, and you listen a lot. I don't know much, but I know people, and I know things that aren't people. There's a lot more, apparently, and,
You seem to pick up on the stuff that's not said.
I mean, you have to. think I've only got 3 more cups. Hold on. Mr. Clay and, no, I'm fine. 1 second. That sounds great.
I would love to try your tea.
Please let me know what you think.
It is delicious.
Only grows here. We've been tending this garden for generations.
You're drinking dead people tea?
Aren't we all?
Yeah, that's very true. But you're like cultivating dead people for good tea.
Aren't we all? Please let me know, what can I do for you? Usually when people come here, it is because of some great tragedy. How may I alleviate your pain?
Oh, well, Herr Clay, we come to you with a great tragedy. We recently lost one of our friends. And
People who come here usually have.
we aren't here to bury him. He's already in the ground. But we've come to avenge him, and we were hoping to find some help.
Well, who has coin for a fortune?
Do you know my name?
What is your name?
Jester.
I know your name now.
What is your name?
Oh, my name is Molly. My friends. We're friends now, aren't we? Pleasure.
Molly. Look at this guy.
Molly for short. This is Yasha. She's the charm.
Hi, Yasha.
Now.
We cross the border with alcohol
right.
from the United States. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
So
All
I
right.
have everything that you guys have rolled. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with Nodora first. So Nodora, you, with sensing one of the magic objects in this pile of ash, you sort through it and you find, 3/4 of a page from a book. And you can tell just by looking at it that this is a spell. Probably torn from a spell book.
And I read it.
Um, I mean, it is just a spell. Let's see if you have it in your known spells.
Oh, that'd be fun.
New spell, new spell.
Well, you wouldn't be able to take it, but
No.
I'm excited for my peers.
I like spells. I like spells.
I like totals.
I like books.
I like turtles.
no, you do not know what this spell is.
Throw it to somebody else as a magic caster because I'm mad. I can't read anything.
Oh, Nodora is having a bad day in this house.
Apparently. I'll probably give it to
Find a bunch of
Caffrey because I feel like Caffrey has like the most distinct magic for me, whereas I feel like Fenric and I have a lot of overlap.
Caffrey, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
I'm gonna scoot close to Nevase, understanding all the languages and stuff, and like maybe punch a little bit in Fenric's side and be like, okay, you guys, what do you think? And then I'll make my roll. What did you want me to do?
Arcana with advantage.
Arcana with advantage. Okay. Shoot, I'll guidance myself. Why not?
No, whatever.
A good roll?
No.
Oh no.
No. I mean, Arcana. Hold on.
I was like, I thought you were pretty good with Arcana.
But I rolled, my first roll was a 2.
Ooh.
And my second roll was a 10. So 10 plus the 1 from my guidance. 11 plus 3. So that makes it 14. Ugh.
So you would know the spell. It is Unseen Servant.
Cool. Okay. I describe it to the group. And is it written down? Like, would I be aware of the fact that
basically a wizard could put this in their spell book, or if somebody had another book that could like take down spells, then they could use it as well.
That sounds like someone would be interested back in the city at least.
Yeah.
yeah, if nobody can take it, we can definitely do something with it. Or with the guy that wants it. Do we trust this guy? Do we really want to give him all this shit?
We don't have to give all of it. They just said some stuff.
I think we should give like 1 or 2 things at most.
Yeah.
We found
Okay.
very little as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised
Sounds
how
like a
interested
couple of
he
old
was.
books.
We also already have the sword.
That's true.
Yeah, but the armor. No more anti-stealth.
True. Could I?
So I'm gonna go through the list.
Oh,
and
yeah,
everybody
sorry.
ahead. Okay, so Caffrey, you kind of tried to like look at everything that had kind of happened, and so you, with a dirty 20, you kind of get a general sense of what happened. Based on the like doorway rubble, you're assuming that somebody somehow broke in. You notice that there are a lot of gash marks all around. Probably a number of people with like martial weapons. You also don't see a lot of like evidence of spells all around. So you're assuming that this person probably was more defensive than offensive. And then also like looking at the body, you notice kind of like 3 big things. One of them is that they were gagged so that they couldn't talk. Their hands were bound so they couldn't move their hands. And their eyes were covered so they couldn't look at anybody to cast spells. It seems like whoever did this really knew how to take down spellcasters. It also looks like this was probably not necessarily an ambush situation, but a surprise to the wizard.
Okay. Caffrey conveys that to the rest of the group. There's some
So I-
fucked up shit that went down in here, guys. They definitely sought them out.
I think we should definitely not go through that front door then.
I think we should definitely not stay any longer than we need to.
So Neves, looking at the body, you notice 3 big things besides the like being bound and gagged and all that kind of stuff. They have a lot of defensive wounds, so they have a lot of cuts in their arms, like they were putting their hands up to protect themselves. You can tell that they are severely wounded because of that, and also just like mortal strikes to the body. You can also just tell based on their physique that they were not a fighter, and combined with the defensive wounds that they're probably not attacking very much. They were probably trying to get out, but was not successful. Arya,
How they died?
sorry,
Can I tell at all how they died?
stabs.
Oh, okay.
A lot of stabbing. Arya, you notice all of the same things. One thing that you notice that Neves doesn't is there appears to be evidence of perpetual binder use. It seems like they had not necessarily cuts, but like indentations around where their breasts would be, seemingly like they were held down.
Little egg.
Like,
Also,
sorry, binder as in like binding as in like a binder. It seems like they wore a binder a
Like
lot.
as a trans person would.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Gotcha.
I'm sorry. Like, did it seem like it was more for
Their own
that's what they
personal
always
reasons.
wore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
It wasn't put on them
No,
during the
more of
injury.
like
Okay.
perpetual, as in like for years and years they would wear
Okay.
a binder.
Got it. Wasn't because of this.
Mm-mm.
But it was removed?
It seems like so it didn't seem like they wore it every day. Probably more of like they would wear it for multiple days for like a week at a time, or like every day for like a week at a time, and then wouldn't wear it, and then so it wasn't enough that it seemed like they were wearing it every day, but it seemed like they were definitely wearing it more often than not. Or
But they weren't wearing it at the time.
no. Also with Caffrey, I think you hearing Burke and Nadora talking back and forth, whatever that bandage was under the bed, probably their binder.
Hmm.
Okay, all right. I mentioned the connection of the dots. Guys, like I said before, this place is fucked up. I don't know what happened here. I don't know why we're here, but this place is something's wrong.
Can I just 1 sec? I forget the spell that you got, the wizard one. Where did you put the page? Who has it?
Yeah, who has unseen servant spell?
Caffrey less had it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just holding it then. I'm just holding it out because
I think,
we
we basically knew we wanted to keep a hold of it because someone would have use of it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll
meant
shove it in
where
my
it was.
pocket, but if any of you want to take it right now, I'll hand it to you.
I'm sorry, we're calling it the trout pouch.
Yeah. This is important.
For
The title
now.
of my chapter.
Until my next 90-pound
Your next character.
or until my next turn. All right. Well, that could be a possibility as well. All right. It's the trap pouch. My God, I can't believe I'm writing this shit down.
Can I have the page with the spell on it?
I hand it to Arya without question.
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
And so
Oh, was
Tipper, you know how, so with reading Ritual Caster, you know how you could put that in, right?
Was that a question or a statement?
A question.
Can you say it again?
Do you understand how Ritual Caster works?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, cool.
Can I use this one?
Yeah, so it is a ritual.
Yeah.
And I don't think you chose Warlock. I can't remember what class you chose your ritual from. I want to say it was Wizard.
See, Tipper, this is why we have to organize your shit so we don't have these kinds of moments.
I don't remember where I would have wrote that down. But okay.
Actually, I think you probably would have chose Bard or Sorcerer. I think you probably chose Bard. Well,
Hey,
Bard
baby,
or
I'll show you
Sorcerer.
how it works.
Probably.
I think Sorcerer can get it as well, so like... They can't. I'm just going to say it's Bard. So next to Ritual Caster, write Bard.
Okay.
Because also Bard has comprehend languages and detect magic, so work it.
Okay. Flash.
Okay, anybody else want to do anything else down here? Want to look at anything else? Want to look at anything else more in depth?
I want to grab the staff, or the two pieces of the staff.
Yeah, so it's like a really intricately designed wooden staff, and then up at the top, it seems like there has been metal that has been carved to look like branches that kind of come off of it and form almost like a lattice on the top. But the wood has been like either grown or carved in such a way that it actually, at the base of the metal, kind of curves around the metal, and so it is fully integrated into one object, but it has been snapped in half.
Okay. I'll just throw that in my backpack and then...
So you can just put a broken wizard staff.
Perfect.
Question about the arcane sigils. Do they look like the one that I saw when I was in Fargo's little thingy?
No. I
No,
can
they
tell
look
you that
different?
straight up. No, this is a lot more
Intricate?
intricate.
Can I like copy them down?
Sure. Give me a either Arcana or Dexterity check to because
Nadora announces that they're gonna do it, then she would probably help.
Okay. Because you're trying to get this is very, very intricate and very, very in depth, and you're trying to get every single minutia of it down. So yeah, it's gonna require a check.
Yeah, that's fair. Do I didn't get anything
Added-
else though, it's just
Add a D4.
okay. All my D4s are at the bottom of the bag.
Hey, get it.
Yeah, everybody get your
separator.
D4s ready because Fenric and Caffrey are out here busting out guidance.
11.
Guidance.
El-
You get guidance.
11?
You get guidance.
Yeah,
You get
I
guidance.
didn't roll very well.
Ooh, okay. I mean, you feel like you got it pretty well.
Well, wait. Did I inspire Nadora?
I thought you gave guidance.
Nadora, did I sing to you? Or what's that?
No.
No, you sang
You just
to-
said that you were gonna help out.
You sang to Nevace and Arya.
Okay, guidance. Then I would have guidance if I didn't succeed.
Yeah, that was with guidance.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was bad. It was a 5 + 5 + 1.
Ooh, ouch.
Bummer.
My first bad roll of the night. I'll go back to the bookcase.
Okay. You gonna touch it?
Are you gonna
If you want me to touch it, I can. If everybody wants to get out of here, I can do it.
Why are we afraid of the bookcase?
You, because it has enchantment magic on it.
All right.
I mean,
guess that's a good.
I feel I'm pretty hardy.
Wait,
Do you remember?
did
the
you
one
turn
time
out of a
almost died?
spider, Fenric?
Yeah, Fenric's been out of
wow.
a spider.
Yeah.
There are also the 2 devices that are in here as well.
Yeah, I was gonna grab those as
Yeah,
well.
the necromantic devices.
I think we should take those.
Yeah,
don't know
I was
why.
going to. I was planning on it. I just wanted to crack open the bookcase.
So Fenric, are you touching the bookcase?
Before that happens, can I just tap him and cast resistance?
Sure, what does that do?
So it's basically guidance, but instead of it being an ability check, it's a saving throw.
Ooh, fun.
So you can add a D4 if you have to make a saving throw.
Perfect. Yeah, maybe everybody
Take a few steps back.
step out of here. You have healing ready, right?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
you.
I'm gonna go back up the stairs and
I'm also gonna go up the stairs.
be within 30 feet of Fenric, just
I'm
within,
within
so I could. Yeah.
Can I be within 25 feet of Fenric?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and I'm gonna just open up that bookshelf.
Give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
As soon as
Add a
Fenric.
D4.
Oh, hold on. As soon as Fenric starts reaching out for the self, Caffrey's gonna turn to Burke and be like, "Oh shit, did I really just forget that melody?" And then Burke's like, "No. And I'm like, dot dot
Da, 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 da.
dot dot da da da. Fenric's going for the bookcase. You know he got it. Gotta look for something special without getting killed. You got this." And I'm done.
Then I dropped
Is that inspiration? 1d6?
Yes, it is. This is a D6 inspiration for the next 10 minutes. You don't have to use it
But maybe
before
use-
you roll. You can choose to use it after you roll if you want to.
Okay.
But you do get a D4 on that.
Yeah. And it's disadvantage.
Disadvantage wisdom
Yeah,
saving
you
throw.
need all the help you can get.
It is wisdom though, so you're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
You got this, baby.
Oh yeah. 21.
Stars
Oh wait, sorry. 19.
Okay.
Okay, still pretty good.
Yeah, that's not
You
bad.
go to open the bookshelf and it's locked.
Oh.
Oh.
What was the wisdom save for?
Well, Fenric doesn't know.
Uh,
Or I guess Fenric, you would feel something tried to like get in your head, but you're just like, I need to open this bookshelf, and so you go and try to open the door handle, and it's locked.
Can I haul on the bookshelf door and try to open it open?
Sure.
Try to break it open.
Are you trying? Just give me a
Fenric versus the
straight up
doors.
strength check.
And my guidance still carries over, right?
Yep.
Because it didn't.
Yep.
All right.
Unless you used it. If you already used it, then it's gone.
Well, not
It's
the
only on ability
guidance.
checks.
Not the guidance. Yeah.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, because guidance isn't for saving throws, and he had to make a saving throw.
so I
Oh,
get
I see.
resistance.
I thought you meant more like
Resistance
he
is
didn't
for-
get it because he already used it. Okay.
No,
So
it's up to a minute, so as long as it didn't break concentration, you're fine.
I used my inspiration,
Okay.
and I got a total of 12.
Okay, you
Oh,
pull on the
no.
door handle. The whole cabinet moves a little bit. The books kind of jostle back and forth a little bit, but none of them fall from their position. That's kind of it.
Does somebody want to? Who's good with locks?
Caffrey eyes Nevase.
Help
Navase,
for
I can give you
this?
the same. I can give you the same resistance. You're gonna be fine. You got this. Your wisdom's still low. I'm so scared.
Okay, wait, they're glass doors, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're wedged together. What kind of a lock are we talking here?
Fenric, looking at it, it looks like just a regular basic ass key lock.
Okay, like a little padlock, like two doors, like kind of this
Basically,
vibe?
yeah. So like, there's a little metal hinge that is like keeping them closed, like really thin metal, like.
I mean,
As soon as Nevase starts checking it out, Caffrey's gonna just give him a little tap on the shoulder and give him guidance.
Also tapping
in
good
case.
resistance.
you're good with water, right? Could you do that somehow?
I'm working.
Make an
on
ice
it.
key
Good
in
with
the door.
water, bro.
It wouldn't be my first time. And it's full of books, right?
I'm so mad that we're not like one level higher.
Yeah. So there are 9 books in there.
Then I could just dispel magic and it'd be fine.
Can you freeze the lock with your magic shit and then break it?
Yeah, is there any scenario where the hinge looks like I can make the water freeze it to expand the space in hopes that I can break the glass?
In the hinge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Conceptually,
Mhm.
I'd like to cast create water
Mhm.
inside the hinge itself, and then my
So-
shape water.
Create water would have to be in an open container or just in like an empty space. You can't
Ooh,
create
okay.
it in a hinge.
Okay, how's this? Can I screw create water? Can I take my water pouch and pour it onto the hinge?
Sure.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Are
And-
you pouring the water so that you don't touch the?
I am not touching Jack's
Okay.
squats.
Okay, sure.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to pour water
So yeah,
onto.
you pour water. The water like covers the hinge and kind of works its way down. It looks like the actual cabinet itself is somehow like sealed, so no water is getting into the cabinet, but it's definitely getting on the hinge.
Okay. And then, yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh, with the shape water, I think I get 2 of my little drop down menu things. Please hold.
I'm having so much fun with this. I took a lot of time for this cabinet.
Cabinet.
Everybody loves a good cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to use
It's
my
just a
shape
door
water
issue.
Okay.
to try and push the water into the hinge itself and then freeze it.
Okay. As you cast shape water, it does not seem to be able to touch any water that is in contact with the cabinet.
Ooh, okay. Y'all, there's no way if it's protected by magic I can pick this lock. There's a 0% chance that that's the answer to this.
So can I tell you something about what Nadora would know about enchantment magic?
Absolutely.
Can you tell me what Nadora would know about enchantment magic?
Basically,
I know stuff about enchantment magic.
most
but I don't know
enchantment
what
magic would. So Nador would know most enchantment magic is about influencing the mind. So either convincing somebody that you, most of the time, convincing somebody that you are not an issue, or convincing them of something else.
So essentially, what that means is that if you get past the enchantment, you can break the lock. You can pick the lock like any normal lock. It's about getting past it trying to take over your mind.
Yes,
You have to get
Nador would also know that there is a definite possibility that if you are not able to get past that spell, you might turn on your friends.
Yeah, that's also the concern.
Awesome, for sure.
Like I said, you still got resistance, so that will help.
Could you guide me? Like, could I try and pick the lock if you guided me?
Just gonna pass off my lock picking skills.
Like reach around, like do a little reach around.
Fucking
and,
Ratatouille over
Reach
here.
around.
The good old reach around.
Just grab his hair and just make him cook with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love the Ratatouille one shot.
You're all mice in different chefs' hair, having to make different dishes. It's Iron Chef, but you're all rats.
There's gotta be a way to do this.
Burke, what's Burke thinking right now?
I mean, to be honest, just kind of watching everyone, making sure nothing's jumping out and killing anyone.
Okay, just keeping an eye out.
Yeah, just keeping an eye out for danger or threats. That's really what he's doing.
Okay.
Because obviously something unholy happened here, and
I will say again, CG. I play a little loose with consecration and desecration. Desecration doesn't always mean like the desecration spell has been cast. It just means more of like something that would normally be
sure,
like a bad thing happen.
Right,
Can I
theoretical.
Hello.
Go ahead.
In my head chit chat with Demon Daddy.
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, psst, where's it?
Yes.
What's going on? Have you seen this? It's a little weird, eh?
This is pretty interesting, honestly.
What about those thermite grenades? That's what I'm gonna call them. Have you seen those before?
He's gonna roll real quick.
Oh. Demon Daddy rolls.
No. Look pretty unknown to me. Seems to be doing something.
You're always so
Wow.
insightful and so incredibly helpful. I love that you're around.
You know, that's what I'm here for.
You're
I'm
very
here
good at it.
I'm here to help you be the best person you can be.
Yeah, you're always. Yep, you're doing great, buddy. Okay.
He
What about the
sounds
door?
tired.
Do you have any ideas? I feel like whatever they're doing is not gonna work.
Seems to be a magic door.
You are the worst. Okay, thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Is
Theoretical question.
Arya
What's up?
like having this conversation in her head in
Yeah.
front of us, so we
Yeah,
could probably
so you just see me being
her
visibly
facial
annoyed.
expressions, like you douchebag. Okay. Got it.
Theoretical question.
Theoretical question. Would I know if this is a kind of like charm spell?
You would know it's an enchantment spell based on the detect magic. If you want to get closer and see if you can identify any sort of magic written in it, 100% you can do that.
I would like to try.
Are you going to touch the cabinet?
No.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check with disadvantage because you are trying to specifically not touch it while getting a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good at Arcana.
15. Or so 15. 14 plus 5, which is
19.
19.
It doesn't seem to be so it seems like a deviation of a charm.
Okay.
Basically what you see is charm and protection.
Okay.
So it seems like if somebody was affected, they would probably have to protect something or someone.
Nevaeus, I will say you can go for it, and most likely I can break it.
Break the spell.
If you get charmed, I have a way to break charms.
Do you think it's worth asking ourselves how important what are we gaining from getting into this? Are we hoping to deliver this back to
Oh no.
our merchant?
No, whatever's in here is for us. Because if they felt the need to protect it, to protect 2 magical books within a magic case, that's something important.
Caffrey is nodding the whole time.
Look at
like,
Nadora being wise as fuck.
right?
It's
It's
money
like,
for something, right?
hell yeah, that's perfect.
Do you
Just
think that
don't
the
let
people
it
that came
get
in
into
here
your
and
head.
killed our friend?
What?
Well, do you think that the people that came in and killed our friend here, gesturing towards nude gagged man,
Don't say he's our friend. He is not our friend. We don't know his name.
I feel bad for him.
What
Good
I
about
man.
feel bad for him too, but it doesn't mean we have to equate him to
Fair
ourselves.
enough.
What about them?
Do you think they're dead because someone wanted into this cabinet? Did their death lead, like, surely whoever wanted this safe really, really wanted it safe. Some things went down here. They broke through a wall, but didn't get into the bookshelf.
I think it's not for a lack of not wanting to be in the bookshelf.
Just
Based on what I know about that sect of Biana, I think they just wanted to take care of the wizard. That was their goal.
They would have taken
Does
the
the,
other magic stuff.
Hmm.
does the lock look tampered with? Like, has it been
Do you want to get close and check it out?
as close as I can get? Yeah.
I mean, it is on the front of it. It's not like, because Nadora, where you saw it was like inlaid on the inside of the glass. That's why it was really hard to see. Burke, it's the lock like right on the front of it. You can just give me a straight up investigation check.
All right. Natural one.
Oh no!
No.
You honestly, you're so worried about getting like charmed or whatever the hell this thing is that you're like 5 feet away and you're like squinting and you're like, I can't tell. I can't tell.
Hey, do any of you who are more comfortable with this magic stuff over there? Can you tell if is that lock been picked?
Has it been tampered with?
Give me an investigation check.
I would also check because I feel like Caffrey might have some idea.
Give me an investigation check.
Like you're doing the same.
What's up, Nadora?
Fenric will have no clue.
Guidance!
Nadora, what'd you get?
12.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Investigation, jack of all trades. 16 plus 4 is a dirty 20.
So all of you can tell that it has not been tampered with. The DC was 5. Like, Burke just really just fucked that up.
Burke was like, shit, I got a bug on my eye. Something
So it looks like there are marks as, like, there has been a key that has been put in here. But you cannot... It has not been tampered with other than that.
Is
Right,
there
so
a
water
key
boy.
maybe that's been left around the room?
Sorry?
Is it possible that this person hid the key somewhere in this room that we're just not looking, or somewhere in this house?
Oh. Did anyone search the body?
I mean, the body was naked.
Yeah, did we go
okay,
through
well,
the
the
clothes and the rest of the room?
I mean, it could be.
Navase and
in their
Arya
bed.
looked through both of it. There was nothing in there. So basically, the clothes seemed to be taken off of the person, probably searched, and then also every single item of clothing, including their robe and their undergarments, were all cut in half.
Right down the-
Did it look very deliberate
intentional?
through the middle? Yeah.
Like not through the middle, just like basically it looked like somebody held
Like
two
an
sides
autopsy
two
kind of
sides of it, took just a knife and just cut them in half.
Okay.
Are all of the clothes cut in half the same way?
No.
Okay.
Basically, like I said, it looks like somebody would have like taken their robe, just like bundled it up in their hand, and then took a knife and just cut it. Well, like,
Gotcha.
just like cut it, and then took like any undergarments, kind of bundled them up and just cut them.
No one found any keys when they were searching.
No. Arya, did you tell us about the binder marks?
No.
No. Okay.
Was there anything in like when I did pick up what we now know as a binder? Did I feel anything in it?
Nope.
Or is it just a piece of cloth?
Just a piece of cloth.
Did anyone check any of the orifices of the body?
Oh, you're serious?
No.
I'm gonna have you stop right there.
You never know. Listen, okay. I've been a lot of places. Sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta hide stuff
Right.
inside of you.
Obviously, you've picked a few things up along the way.
Yeah, demon daddy one of them. Survival tactics are the other.
Okay.
No,
Go for it, girl.
Yeah, but
I'm
that,
not
I want to touch the lock. My God.
Too bad I gotta. I mean, we could look specifically for a key, I guess.
Where would you hide a key? Why did they want into the wall?
We could break through the wall. Who's
So
strong?
so the
I look at
wall,
Bert.
so basically it looked like there was probably some sort of entryway in, but instead of using the entryway, whoever killed this mage just broke the wall down. So like you came through the broken down wall. That was how you got into the room.
Where's the
Oh.
entrance?
The entrance was where at like the wall that was broken down, it was part of that.
Gotcha.
So like it could have
Okay.
been that there was a door cut out in stone, but
I
they just
understand.
broke all of it down.
Okay, I understand. I thought you were trying to say that there was another entrance, and I was confused.
Neves, you want
The
to just
lock
pick this? I
or-
can.
Like I said, I can give you resistance. I can break your arm.
I can help you pick it if you want. Like,
Should we all just put our hands on him as reassurance? So we all
Everyone,
get.
keep your hands off of me. No one is. No me gets on that.
No me gets.
do you want to pick it?
Yeah.
Neves,
the
are you touching the
enchantment
cabinet?
Is mental.
Resistance.
Before they touch, I cast enhance ability for the Cat's Grace, so you have advantage on dexterity checks.
Nice.
Cool.
Yes, it is a sort of like a mental thing.
Okay.
Yeah, don't let it get into your head.
I think it
got
makes sense for me to do it. If you can, and something this goes poorly, don't kill me. That'd be great.
I got you.
As soon as Nodora says, I got you, I turn to Neves. We got you, babe. Papa, papa, papa. We got you, babe. Papa, papa, papa. We got you, babe. Give it a little inspiration, just in case.
God.
You got this.
So I
Touch the
need you
butt.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
And a D6. It's a D6.
And a D4.
Or
And a D4. Basically a D10. You got this, Neves.
Okay, sorry. So I'm rolling with disadvantage. I'm taking the lower of my two d20s.
Yep.
And then I roll a d4 and a d6.
And
If you want to.
Yeah, and then add your wisdom modifier or wisdom saving throw modifier.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry.
So roll your 2d20s.
So many dice.
Okay. Two d20s rolled.
Okay. Now roll
D4.
a d4. Yep. Because
Okay.
you automatically get that. Add your wisdom saving throw modifier.
Okay.
And if you
I'm adding
feel
the d6.
and if you feel like that is too low, then roll a d6 and add it.
We're gonna roll the d6 and add it.
Okay.
15.
15.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a message.
Ooh, whispers with the DM after the D6 and D4. I don't know.
Lose my mind. Can't believe
I mean,
was
literally,
talking into
you're
this.
gonna lose your mind.
That is a
Fenric,
possibility.
stop the time.
Fenric!
They just kind of live there quite literally rent free.
Yeah, Arya knows about things living in your mind rent free.
Oh!
Looks
if
like
Fenric was saying that in character, that is the shit. Capri is
Just kidding.
losing her mind right now if Fenric said that.
Just kidding. It cost their soul.
Caffrey keeps laughing really hard.
right.
Morzan's just kind of like, this lot? Really? This lot? This is your friends.
All right.
Sorry, can you check my reply?
Oh. Hello. Yeah.
Oh.
I can't get into it.
Sag.
I mean, you haven't even tried. You didn't even put the thing in the lock.
I don't believe it can be done. It freaked me right out to touch it. No.
Can I
whatever's
insight
there
check?
needs
Sure.
to be saved. Whoever did this really wants it to stay there.
Did you try harder?
13.
13. Nevase truly believes this.
Can I, just to be safe, I would rather do this and it waste it than something be fucked up. Can I cast Twilight Sanctuary?
What does that do?
So in a 30 it creates a 30-foot sphere of twilight, and
Okay.
at the end of a turn, a creature can gain 1d6 plus their level 10 hit points or end charmed or frightened.
Okay. So after 6 seconds, Nevase, that mentality is now gone.
So you okay?
Do I want to give it a go?
What happened?
I don't feel too hot.
You
I'll give
looked.
it a while.
Did he look a little off, or did it really
No.
seem like it was
It
his
basically
general?
looked like Nevase grabbed it, went to go pick it, and then just had a change of heart.
Yeah, I'll try and pick the lock.
Okay, I still need you to make that same wisdom saving throw.
After
Could
the
have cast resistance.
I was gonna say, after the reaction the vase had, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and cast guidance.
Okay, so you'll only get the 1d4 because guidance doesn't help with saving throws.
Mother be.
That's why I took resistance.
I forget about it.
I will say now that you've dealt with it, you know what you're looking for, so you don't have disadvantage anymore. You just have the straight roll
it.
with 1d4. Did you get the fly?
I got the fly
Nice.
with the coaster.
Somebody clip that shit right now. See,
Damn.
I missed it. I really want to see that Miyagi shit right there.
And the 1d4 is added on, or do I get to pick?
So basically, roll 1d20, add your wisdom modifier, and roll a d4.
Okay.
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw
saving throw
modifier.
modifier. Yes, thank you.
Babe, it's still moving a little bit. Will you take care of it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my
It makes
god,
me
you
nervous.
killed it, but you can't.
What'd you get?
23.
Okay, 1 second.
I don't like bugs.
Love bugs.
Wow.
I think it's T-Rex noises. No, I think it's dinosaur noises. Want to hear T-Rex? No.
Love.
Everybody's got their thing.
I don't like bugs.
All right, Nevase, roll me a
Everyone has a weakness.
a thieves tools check. So it'll be a d20 plus your dexterity plus. Are you proficient in thieves tools?
I am.
Then add your proficiency bonus. Also,
advantage.
yeah, advantage and an optional d4 or no, and a
Oh.
d4 with guidance.
Yeah.
So roll 2d20s.
Hey, thank you.
No,
We
you're
got
good.
you.
It's a lot. You're getting a lot of
You're getting a
buffs
lot of
right now.
like buffs
Yeah.
right now.
Nat 20.
Okay, then never mind. Yeah, we'll just move on. Yeah, you know what you're looking for now, and so that mental influence tries to come in again, and you're just like, nope, screw that, and you literally just put your picks in, and just the first try, you're in. This is one of the easiest locks you've ever picked.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
And as you
Good job,
open the cabinet, you see all of the glyphs that were along the side just all disappear.
Awesome, for sure.
Good job, Nevase.
How you doing?
Thank you. How we feeling, magic friends? How's everything in the room? This feels like a weird room. There was a moment there, something felt different.
I told you to be okay.
Someone else is in charge of the books.
Right.
I would say if Caffrey saw that, she probably would have actually started slow capping. Like, all right,
sick.
Thanks for the help, everyone. That was terrifying.
That
Oh,
was
love.
fantastic.
So Nadora and Fenric, both of your detect magics are now gone because it's been definitely more than 10 minutes since you first cast it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But we still remember I still remember what books they were, right?
Yes.
You said I could see the 2 books.
Yes, but you don't know what school they are. You can totally go and grab them if you want to, but you don't know what school they are.
Well, hey, me and
I'm willing
Debate, and all of us together, I think we could do this.
More if I worry about touching them before
Yeah,
knowing.
I can do
Sure,
detect
sure.
magic.
I mean, I can too. It just takes 10 minutes.
I can just cast it. I'll burn that spell slot.
I thought you already.
So also
is it spell
Nodora, you
slot?
can also cast it with just a spell slot.
No, I know.
Okay.
I was gonna say, it
I'm
looks
scared
like
we're gonna get in a
nobody's
fight.
disturbing us yet. So if you
Yeah.
want a ritual cast, it's chill. Whoever wants to do it, I think we're okay. We'll just keep watch.
Can I do a quick perception check?
Sure. Just down here in the basement?
Yeah, just for anything that changed other than the runes on the wall type vibe.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Can I hear anything?
I'll note, give me a perception check.
Ritual cast.
16.
Okay. You don't notice anything that has changed?
Google.
Yeah, no, 13.
You don't notice anything that has changed?
Look at us go.
Who is somebody ritual casting? Nodora is? Okay. Is anybody going to be doing anything in the next 10 minutes?
Caffrey's gonna help everybody keep watch and just see if there's any threats or anything that changes. But mostly keeping an eye on the ritual kittens.
Okay. So then give me a quick perception check.
I'll guidance myself since I didn't guidance anybody else. Ooh. That would be a 16.
You did not notice anything different about the room. So Nodora, after you finish casting, the 2 books, one of them shows signs of conjuration. What would the other one show?
Transmutation. I'm just guessing.
It shows a school of unknown origin.
What?
That's interesting.
My brain's like dying right now.
Actually,
Be
no,
like,
I'm sorry. Not unknown origin. You see every single school of magic. Kind of all swirling around each other.
It's the Dr. Pepper of magic.
Damn it.
A lava lamp of.
We have every flavor.
So Nodora's like freaking out a little bit. Just so everyone's aware.
What do you see? What do you see? What is it? Yeah.
So like that one is conjuration. Like no biggie. Like that's what like most
Well,
of this stuff.
Biggie. It's
Biggie,
very
but, like-
strong conjuration magic.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm freaking about the thing
Yeah.
I've never seen before.
That's
To me,
fair.
that's no biggie.
That's fair.
I'm like, this one is everything.
What do you mean everything?
Every
what do you
school of
mean?
magic. It's the vibe it's giving off.
Has Caffrey ever heard of something like that before?
Give me a history check.
Can I guidance myself like again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Where do you go for School of Magic?
History?
Hogwarts?
26, maybe.
You've never heard of anything like this before.
Shit.
Bitch.
Damn.
It's basically just like a focus, like whenever you're
It's
studying
old
magic.
magic.
But that's what school means. Is it's just a kind of focus of magic, like the enchantment magic. Normally, that means that it's trying to take over your mind or some shit, maybe frighten you or charm you.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've ever heard Nodora say shit.
Which one's the
Dude,
conjuration?
is-
So going through the schools real quick, just because all of you, Neves, this would be one of them telling you what's the different schools of magic are, but I'm assuming Nodora would be willing to do that.
Oh, yeah, this is like Nadora's special interest. She's fine.
So abjuration is like protection. So I can't remember what had abjuration magic on it, but
My shield has it.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about it in the magical items.
School of Conjuration is basically split into two different things. One of them is to summon things. So, like, if you summon a spiritual animal, that's conjuration. It is also used in teleportation. School of Enchantment is basically all about, like, mind magic, essentially. So, like, either influencing somebody to like be your friend, charming somebody to do what you want, calming emotions. That would be enchantment magic. Evocation is fire, ice, lightning, damage spells, essentially. A lot of damage spells. Also like elemental spells. School of Illusion is all about illusions. Necromancy, which even in Portalis gets a really bad rap. So, yes, it is the like bringing stuff back from the dead. It is also healing. Most cleric spells are necromancy spells. So whenever the people of divine magic cast it, it's perfectly fine. But then when arcane users started tampering with it, that was more where it got its stigma from. Was like, this is very much cleric magic, and you're messing with it. And then lastly, School of Transmutation, which is all about turning things from one thing to another. So like changing like your appearance. Oh no, that's illusion. What is transmutation?
Copper to gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the polymorph spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks. Thanks, Nodora.
Or my Druidcraft.
Yes, technically
Yeah.
Druidcraft is transmutation.
Because that's like taking like some of like energy and turning it into something. That's also another big thing about transmutation.
Can any of us read what's on the outside of this book?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So on the one giving conjuration magic, there is no script. In the one with what does Nodora, you said you had Celestial, right? Does anybody else have Celestial?
No.
Nope.
Just Nodora?
I think it's just Nodora.
Okay, cool. So Nodora, you... Okay, 1 second.
My language came in useful.
You can read something.
I can read something finally.
I'm gonna whisper to Caffrey. These are freaking me out. But damn, I bet they're expensive.
It says 3 words on it. Consciousness and enlightenment.
Fun.
That sounds not super threatening.
And that's the one that has all of the different schools of magic, by the way.
Yes.
Says the person who sold their soul.
You don't know
I-
me, fish lady.
If I touch them, do I think that something bad will happen? Do I know anything about magical books in specific?
I don't think Nodora would have any sort of idea about magical books. Like books about magic, yeah, you can touch them perfectly fine. Magical books, I think Nodora's out of her league.
Can I look at the non-magical books? You said there's like 9 books in this case.
I think that's
Yeah.
a great call.
So none of them have anything on their cover. Literally, so that one book, the special book, is sitting like, so there are 9 books all set up. That one is sitting in the center.
Fair.
That's the only
Legit.
one with anything on its cover. Everything else has nothing on a cover. It's just like a leather-bound book.
Can I pick up and open the non-magical ones? And if I can't read it, hand it to other party members so that they can
Yeah,
see?
so you open it and you cannot read it.
Okay. Hand it off to someone, whoever behind me, basically just being like, hi, I can't read.
I can try it.
So Nevase, you can speak Elven and Dwarven, right?
Just dwarf, not elf.
Just Dwarven. Okay. So let's see if you can read this. Oh god.
Oh, find it, Tora.
You cannot read it.
Okay. I'm gonna pass it to Caffrey, who I know can read most of the other books that I cannot read.
Caffrey, you don't even need to roll a history check on this. This is a first edition recounting of the War of the Gods by the champion of Biana.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know who's gonna like that?
I was gonna say, I definitely say that out loud.
Laura's lover.
So there is for each of the gods that was in the War of the Gods, each one of them had a champion.
And there are how many gods, everyone? Gods of light, there are 9.
I mean, I don't even know.
I'm on the page right now. There are 9.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know.
I don't think I know that though. As update, I don't think I know that.
What does it say? Would Caffrey know that?
So Caffrey would know that there are Caffrey would definitely know that there are 9 gods of light. I think the gods of corruption you wouldn't know as well.
Okay.
Nadora, you can both Caffrey and Nadora, you could give me religion checks if you want to.
Oh, sure. Guidance. So epic.
And I rolled bad.
What kind of check?
Religion.
$19.
19. Okay, so Caffrey. So first, Nadora, you would know of probably 3 of the gods of corruption. You would know of Ozdun, who is the god of assassins, poison, thieves, secrets, and deception. Nope, sorry, you wouldn't know that one. Fuck, I read the wrong words.
I don't know anything.
Hold
I
on.
didn't process what you said.
So you would only know of 1. Sorry.
Yeah.
You would know of Isvidis, who was the main god of corruption.
Would I not know about the one that was mainly against Amara?
If there is one, I don't have it listed. So if you could tell
I
me,
have it listed in my.
yeah, if you can tell me
in
which
my
one that
backstory.
is, yeah.
Anton and
Anatone. So Anatone is the god of sickness, decay, rot, and
Yeah.
disease.
that one.
Yeah, you would know that one as well.
Okay, so I'd know to those 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Main guy and
Yeah.
the one specific to me.
What was the main guy's name again?
Isvidis,
Isvidis.
Izvadis. And Caffrey, you know all of them, so I'm just going to go through them and read them off and then spell them for you.
Oh shit, I'm ready.
So Isvidis, you would also know like what he was all about. He was about madness, corruption, and darkness.
I have a link.
Also for anybody who is so for Matthew, Tipper, and Reed, that was the big evil god at the end of our like intro, the games that we played to teach you guys how to play.
Oh yeah, I know who he is. Don't
Yeah.
you worry.
Yeah, I remembered that.
That was him. Okay, and Caffrey, let me know when you're ready for the next one.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the next is the goddess Ataxis, Ataxis. She is the goddess of war, violence, and military conquest.
Next one.
The next one is Ozdun, who is the god of assassins, poison, thieves, secrets, and deception.
So she's probably heard of that one a little bit more in some circles, maybe.
Probably.
Okay, next one.
God Antanon, who is the god of sickness, decay, rot, and disease.
Just lay down.
Love that for him.
Next one.
The god Volston, who is the god of greed, envy, hoarded treasures, and forbidden knowledge.
Okay.
And then the last one is the goddess Diametra. She's the goddess of undeath and immortality.
Right. If we're casually sitting there and I am going through this with Novase, we get into a conversation about it, I'm sorry, not Novase, with Nodora, I'll mention the other ones. and go through
Also,
'em.
Burke, you hearing these, you would have known of two of them. One of them more than the other. So you would know of the god Ozdun, because he's all about lying and secrets and like assassins. The one you would know the most about would be the goddess Ataxis, who's the goddess of war, violence, and military conquest. Because your version of Mjolnir has been told that he is in an eternal battle with Ataxis. And remember that the gods are actually on Portalis. So there is a place somewhere on Portalis where these two gods are constantly fighting.
So one day I plan on joining the battlefield. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, okay, no, you joke about that. That is
but-
that is actually a pilgrimage. There are some, like, especially paladins who are getting later in their years and who want to die beside Mjolnir. Try to find out where this location is, go there, and fight alongside Mjolnir against Ataxis. And the same thing on her side. There are people who worship her who will try to find this place to fight alongside her. You've probably heard of one or two paladins who have been like, I'm gonna go find him, and I'm gonna go fight, and I'm gonna help him win.
I like that. All right, cool.
Anyway, lore dump.
And I'll
Appreciate
take
it.
Dump.
any of those books that also look worthy of
I
taking.
mean, all of them look worthy.
I mean, I was gonna
Okay,
take
how
all
many
of them.
can
It
I-
was more of I want
Let's
to
say,
say which
let's-
ones for which.
Yeah, totally. Let's split
There are
this up.
7 non-magic ones. I will send you what each one is later and like who the authors are and everything.
Cool.
Because I'm not going to take the time to come up with them all right now.
You're fine.
Completely fair.
Can we read the fall or like?
The
Can
Fault
we
in Our
read any of the-
Stars.
Yeah, can we all take a moment right now to read The Fault in Our Stars? If I pick up a second book, can I check and see if I read that?
I will say that you can read half of them. Half of them are in Elvish, half of them are in Dwarvish.
Okay, I guess where I'm getting at is does the next one seem like it's also about Biana, or does it seem like it's about a different god?
No, so basically it was less about Biana, and it was written by the champion of Biana.
Gotcha.
It was
okay.
about the War of the Gods. So each of these books is highly valuable, whether it is
Gotcha.
because it is the only book that has ever been written of its kind, or because it's an extremely rare version of it. So like the one that Caffrey found is just an extremely rare version of that book. Some of these that you pick up, like Caffrey, I can tell you, even with a natural 20, you would have never heard of this book because only one person ever wrote it.
Oh snap!
Gotcha.
And they only ever wrote it
cool.
once.
wow valuable.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, based off of what Caffrey told Nevase, he would be able to recognize how valuable it was.
I
right?
mean, some of them, I think neither one of you initially would be able to recognize how valuable until Caffrey, you sat down and tried to think of any sort of time you've ever heard of a book like this and come up with literally nothing, like not even the author.
I mean, Nevase, it's definitely worth a shot. I haven't heard of him before, but you could possibly still make some bank off of this.
Sounds more like something I'd like
You
to
have one slight
partner-
request.
What's that?
Before we sell any of them, can I read them first?
Oh, I am so with you on that, Nadora. I don't want to give up any of this stuff without reading it first. I'm thinking maybe we give the merchant like 10% of what we find, but we found some really good shit I think we could learn from. And
Nice.
I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's not obvious on my face, but I really like books. So
I like books too.
Also, as a DM, to remind you, and also because I love this fucking shit, they had no clue what was here.
No, and that's the thing is we could give them like the broken staff. Like I'm not saying we will, but we could
You
give them the
know,
broken staff
everything
and
was-
like a book on theory, and then that's all we got.
everything was cleared out. There was a lot of footsteps, but shit.
There's a lot of footsteps. It looks rated.
Which isn't a lie.
It's not a lie. The roof was
not
caved
a lie.
in.
Which I'm good at.
We found.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll deal
Yeah.
with them when we get there. Let's. We're doing this for us now.
That's true. We can definitely make a camp night and go through all the books and find out what we really want. And then, we'll give him whatever we think we can get the most off of him. But honestly, he seemed a little sleazy, so I don't feel like we should give him that much.
A little bit.
Also, so the last 2 books, what are you guys doing with them?
Great question.
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Do you want me to grab them?
If you are gonna grab them, I want to cast resistance on you first.
I'll
just
grab
in
them.
case.
Okay,
Cast
which one are you
resistance
grabbing first? The Conjuration one or the one with all of magic?
Turn Dora. Which one do you want me to go for?
I want the all magic one.
All right.
Like that one, I want to keep it.
As soon as Reed starts to reach for it, I'm just going to tap my hand on his shoulder and cast guidance.
Okay. Fenric, you pick up the book. It's honestly beautiful. It's got like a white leather of probably some animal somewhere that you've never seen before. The hide looks really tough, but still kind of bends. It's got gold, like bracketing all around the outside of it. It's got a clasp that like closes it. And it's just sitting in your hand, and you can just kind of feel whatever this is just kind of like wash over you.
You okay?
It's a really nice book.
It looks beautiful.
And
Can
it feels like really light too. Even though it's a pretty like dense book, it feels pretty light.
Can I open it up?
Sure. You undo the clasp, you open it up, and it is blank.
What?
And then as you're looking at it, you see letters begin to form. And it says, "Hello?"
It's fucking Tom Riddle's diary.
I
Hello?
haven't seen Harry Potter, so maybe, I don't know. It says
I've seen this before in a movie. Fenric, right back.
It says, "How are you today?"
No, oh my gosh.
I'm
just
good.
talk back.
Yourself?
"I'm doing quite fine."
Fenric, who are you talking to?
The book.
Also, Fenric, are you talking out loud?
I assumed so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then you're fine.
What do you mean you're talking to the book?
Do you not see?
Can I look?
Yeah, and basically it goes, "Oh, hello."
What?
Adorable. I love it. Can I
What
come
is
talk to it?
this?
Yeah, everybody can kind of gather around. As every single person comes up, it will be like, "Hello," or like, "Oh, I like your hair," or like, "You're really pretty," or, "Oh my gosh, new friends,"
So it seems like they can see us.
or like sense you or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Ooh, I want to talk to it. That's fun.
Uh,
Special to me.
Basically, if anybody like if Arya as you come up, it just goes like, "Hello, I like your hair."
Thank you. Oh my
What-
god.
what's your name, friend?
What did I say was written on it again?
Uh,
I have.
consciousness, enlightenment.
It goes, "I am enlightenment."
So what's consciousness?
Oh, I thought it was a clever joke since I am conscious.
Oh,
Is this all written in common?
It is written in whatever you want it to be written in,
Okay.
wild.
and you can all read it.
Okay. Just because I knew the cover was in.
So, like Nadora, if you were like, "Oh, this will probably be in Celestial," it appears in Celestial.
That's what I would have expected.
Yeah,
given
like
the
Fenric,
title.
like it can sometimes drip into like druidic, like druidic symbols will start to appear on it. Arya, you'll sometimes get like draconic or whatever. I think he had draconic.
Elvish.
Elvish, yeah.
Or
It'll
Sylvan.
sometimes pick up on Elvish, or Sylvan will even pop up every once in a while.
I like this book.
Definitely keeping it.
Do you, do you mind if we keep taking you along with our journeys?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to come along with. It's been a while since I've been stuck in here.
Oh,
Hong, have you been
amazing.
stuck in here? Do you know?
What's a while?
Let's see. How long has it been? It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
It's been 1 week.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, while this is happening, Caffrey's standing towards the back, and she's eyeing Burke like, no.
It has been 1,374 years.
So you've been in this
I
shelf.
did that math. I
On
did that
this
math
shelf.
wrong. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
So
Never mind.
specific.
It has been 1,337 years since I have been left here.
1337.
That's so late.
Fenric will hand the book over to Nadora. Should I go for the other one?
Sure.
All right.
Maybe we should ask our new friend about it. As
Oh, yeah,
she
that's
says
fair.
from the background, not getting too close.
You know
already
about
on the
your
book.
other friend?
That is just a regular book.
I mean, it's magic.
Oh, well, yes. I thought you meant sentient.
Well, no, this is a new experience
Oh, well,
for everyone.
it is a spell book of a wizard that I can't quite remember the name of. It has some very powerful magic in it.
Oh shit, this book knows some shit. That's awesome.
Between Demon Daddy and this book and Biana's library, we know everything. Apparently.
We've seen it all.
Fenric, you grab the book.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there are 2 pages in there.
Oh.
It looks like most of the pages have been most of the pages have been ripped out, except for these 2 pages. And well, okay, so I should say it's not 2 pages. It's like probably more like 10, but you can tell that there are only 2 entities in there. So like there's one thing that is in there that takes up 4 pages, and one thing in there that takes up 6 pages, but it's all cohesive, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yep. Like chapters.
But also they are 2 spells.
Okay.
So like one spell takes 4 pages to show you how to cast it. The other one takes 6 pages to show you how to cast it.
Do I recognize? Like,
No.
Can I read the spells? No.
No. I can tell you right now, nobody here in the party is going to know how to cast these spells.
Interesting.
Do we think it's because of high level or just not? in our party?
Give me a Arcana check. And if anybody wants to do that.
I was gonna say, if Caffrey can still hear all of this stuff, and Burke isn't too close, Caffrey's gonna whisper to Burke, be like, "If this book knows what's up, maybe they know what's going on here. Maybe we should see what happens. If they know what book is next to them, maybe they know what happened here.
Oh, you mean with the dwarf here?
Or any of it. I mean, if it seems to understand its surroundings, maybe we should ask him to see what's up. Like, what do you know?
Well, my question is, how do we trust this book?
I don't know if we have to trust him, but I don't think it's a bad thing just to ask at least. See
Right.
what they have to say, regardless of what the answer might be, truthful or not.
Why don't you
I
give it
got
an
a
ask?
13.
Caffrey shakes her head. It's like, and like ushers Burke forward. Like, it sounds like bad news. Hairs.
What'd you get, Nadora?
13.
Take it
13?
I
back.
got 22.
No. Oh, Arya. So you don't know what these spells are, but you can kind of just through your connection, you can feel that these are intense spells. Very, very powerful spells. Maybe not like damage wise, but you have to have a lot of experience to know how to use these and how to cast them properly.
These are for the big baddies.
Thank you.
Well, better in our
Always
hands
insightful.
than
I'm
others.
a little better with divine.
Anything about water?
I even Arya, even with your like high Arcana check, actually, I think you'd be able to get probably what school these are from. And again, you don't really know how you know this. You're just kind of like being fed information. These are both conjuration spells. And also you looking at what is on those books, it also matches a lot of the carvings in the walls and in the ground.
Based off that, I think whatever happened to our friend here could be a result.
No, I think our friend here was interested in traveling
Protect?
and teleportation and stuff. I think these might be related to that, maybe.
Well, keep in mind, there's two sides to that door. He might have been interested in teleportation, or he might have been interested in bringing something here.
Well,
So what are we gonna give to our shopkeep?
We can
Because I
figure
want to
that
keep
out.
all
on
of
the-
this.
We can figure it out on the way
Figure it out
back.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like anything in the case though we should keep for ourselves. Any
Yeah.
of the 9 books that were in the case.
I agree. I don't think that we even found this room down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Or
say that if we gave him anything, we gave like the staff, the broken
Yeah.
staff.
Yeah.
If anything.
Bring some
We
cured
didn't know what
meats.
we were looking for.
Mhm.
We
No.
certainly didn't have a team of 6. They only know that there are 3 of us.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll deal with it later. Trust me, I got this part.
Between you and Caffrey, I think we're fine.
I think so too.
All right. Should we head on out then?
I would like to do one last thing. I wanted to take the body and have a proper burial.
I was also thinking about burying the body. I don't like it not returning to nature.
I agree.
Right. I was also gonna help with this too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is anybody gonna pick up the 2 thermite grenades that are on the ground?
I thought
Yes, we are going to. Yes.
Okay.
That was the plan.
Because those were also 2 magic items that you had seen,
Yeah.
and I assumed you didn't want to just fucking leave them there.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's a bad call.
No, thank you.
What the? We have no idea what they do.
You know that they're necromantic,
That's all we know.
Cool.
but again, necromancy doesn't just mean raising things from the dead; it also means like healing.
I was honestly wondering if they had something to do with like the strange happenings of like why everything is so old but it doesn't seem to have aged. Because I know there's at least one cleric spell that does something like that, and this could be just an amplified version of that.
Hey Echo, do you happen to have that spell? Like prepared?
Prepared? No.
Oh no, wait, you know it. You know these spells.
I know these spells. Yeah, I just don't have
Give
it
me
prepared.
an Arcana check with advantage.
Arcana.
Ooh.
And this DC is gonna be stupid low. Not stupid low, but it's low.
23.
Oh my god, yeah. These devices, whatever they are casting Gentle Repose.
Fucking called it. I was literally looking at this spell earlier.
So for anybody who doesn't know what that spell does, basically it stops decay.
Oh.
Also for resurrection spells, halts the timer to resurrect bodies.
Do you think in theory we could resurrect the body?
In
That'd be
theory,
weird.
yes.
How do we approach that?
I
was
don't
gonna
have a
say-
resurrection spell. We're not high enough level yet. But
No.
if we could bring the thermite objects and them back to a temple, they might be able to be
What if we-
resurrected.
If we remove them from the spear, do we have like a countdown time from that moment, or is it like they
Yeah.
die instantly?
What if we keep them close to the
The
Yeah,
thermite.
is it
thermites?
is it proximity or
so
does it seem to be?
Nadora, you would know that if they are taken, if what you are thinking is correct, which is that these are constantly casting Gentle Repose, taking a body away from it, if these were put down as soon as the body died, the timer is set at 0. Basically, they have just died in terms of resurrection spells.
Do I know anything about the resurrection, like revivify?
So
Like about time?
I think you would only really have an idea about the lowest level resurrection spell, which is Revivify, if I remember right.
I think it is.
Yeah. Or false life or whatever, I think.
False Life's something different. So it is a minute. Within the last minute. So also
But-
you would have to assume that these were put down within the minute that they died.
These were just in the center of the room.
So there's a big one that is just in the center of the room, and then there's a smaller one that is next to the body.
But you said they're constantly casting. You said if the body was moved away from the objects, but can we not pick up the objects and the body and keep them all within a sphere?
Yes.
Who murders someone and then leaves something so that they can be revived?
I wonder if it's an accident.
Nevace, give me an intelligence check. With you
Maybe
asking
it
that
was
question.
Maybe it was triggered when the wizard died.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe somebody tried to save him right after.
12. Nevace, I think you're equal to Matthew's intelligence right now of what you think this would come from. You have theories, but that's all you really have.
Would I know?
Give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, let me ask that out loud rhetorically.
Actually, I was gonna say, could we do
Natural
some sort of
20.
ooh
Natural 20.
Plus 3.
So, thinking about this, about the people who might have committed this, they might have held this as a crime scene, essentially. Something that they could come back and try this, like even in death, could try this wizard for some sort of crime. Or, if maybe even more sick, could come back to visit what they've done and have it be fresh.
Oof. That's gross. I will share.
Out loud. That's gross.
Out loud. That's disgusting. I hate that. I am extremely excited about this prospect, so I'm gonna run upstairs and grab them some new clothes from the clothes I rifled with earlier.
Yep.
And make sure that we get them dressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, are you putting their binder on?
No.
Okay.
I'm bringing it with us, but
Okay.
I'm not putting it on.
Okay. But what I was saying earlier is for the Revivify to work,
Mhm.
the Gentle Repose, it doesn't reset it. I don't think it resets it to 0.
I had it up earlier.
I was gonna say, I mean, outside a game, there's also that Spare the Dying.
Yes.
Oh shit!
But if
I'm so dumb.
that's
No,
all,
you're
that's also if
not.
they're just unconscious.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
So, I mean,
They're very
if
dead.
something bad happens and you do have that,
I do.
we can just try it. It might
Um,
not work, but it could.
But essentially, the time spent having Gentle Repose cast on you does not count against the time limit needed for resurrection spells. But if so if like let's say Nidora or Fenric died, and Nidora cast Gentle Repose 2 minutes after Fenric died, Revivify cannot be cast because it was still cast a minute after he had died. So if these were placed down longer than a minute after this person died, Revivify wouldn't be able to work. Higher level spells might be able to, depending on how long it took for them to put it down. But
I still think it's worth it because the worst case scenario is that they can't be revived and we just bury them like we were originally planning.
I agree.
Sure.
They had a powerful mind.
Yeah, we don't know them, but we could definitely give it a shot.
I just want to pick their brain so much.
I have no objections.
No one
This
deserves.
place is weird as shit. Deserves some answers.
And didn't we get a cart?
We got a card.
yep,
We did get a cart.
it is. I'm pretty sure it's right outside,
Yeah, it's yeah.
or at least a little bit away.
It's probably over 100 feet away, I would hope.
hmm
Did we? So when I had originally had my detect magic up, and we could see the alarm on the door.
Mhm.
Could I see any on the windows that were on the first floor?
No.
Okay. Knowing that, we could probably not have to go through the roof like we did before, and we could probably just go through the windows. But I would still avoid the door.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh, we can still go the way we came if we don't want to really take any chances.
I was more worried about taking a body through the roof down 25 feet.
Well, honestly, I feel like if we just chuck him off the roof, he'll probably be okay if we just make sure he lands on his lower half.
Yeah, well, we gotta keep the gentle repose little boys within range too.
I don't know how that spell works. If they take damage, it makes it worse. I mean, he's already dead.
No, it's more. Of, I don't know what the range is because it's not.
I'm just
normally a
saying.
range
I
spell.
think it's a legitimate question.
Caffrey, I feel like we could probably but just back the cart right up to a window. Could be nice and easy.
Well, that's true, but we
Do
still
you want to
got
go back
that-
through the roof?
I don't mind, but I'm just
You can go back through
setting
the
off
roof.
You and
whatever
I can go back
magic
through the
we
roof.
saw
We'll get the
before.
cart, and we could put it up to the window.
I'm just worried about setting off the magic that was in this place that was mentioned earlier. So that's all.
I think we've done
From
enough
what I
here.
understand, it
I don't give a
was
shit
just
about
on
this
the
movie.
door, and so it wouldn't work on the window.
I mean, how big are the windows? Can we shove a body?
You know
They're
they're approximately dwarf body sized, actually, like surprisingly
Perfect.
close to how big they are. Yeah.
Tell me, okay, I turn to Nervase and Arya. Tell me this is more fucked up than just throwing him off the roof. Seriously?
I mean, if we were to resurrect the person, I wouldn't want them to have to wake up with broken limbs. You know, let's not
mean,
risk paralysis.
Turning to Nidora, I feel like that's probably fixed, right?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look at
I
Bert.
can't cast
Mother
that.
bitch. Okay. Well, now I'm more nervous.
So I think that it's a close enough spell, Nidora. You'd probably have known about it. It cannot restore any missing body parts.
Yeah.
That's about it. I would rule that if they have broken limbs, the broken limbs would be put back together. If they have spinal cord damage, that would probably be a bit harder.
Maybe a little bit of greater restoration in there somewhere.
Yeah. Or like, you know,
window.
Also, team
Team
window.
window.
As
Yeah,
the
I'm-
I didn't go get
ominous
the cart.
church music comes in.
I'm uncomfortable with throwing off of a roof.
Same.
I mean, we
I-
don't
I
have to
did
throw
not
him. We got a
fall.
rope. We
It's
can
not
lower
fun.
him down. I'm just saying,
You
we don't have
said
to go
to
through the
row
front
him.
door.
You
said the
specifically said to
rope.
throw them.
I'm gonna start
Well,
heading
it
towards
was
the
the
ladder.
easiest
I am no longer entertaining Caffrey's argument. I am heading.
No, God guys, we don't have to toss
And
him.
we're
I'm
all
just saying.
walking up the stairs. Bye, Caffrey.
They're cracking up, honestly. Like, really? I'm the one that's all right.
Listen, you can throw yourself off the roof if you feel the need. I'm gonna climb through a window.
I'm also gonna go off the roof just because I don't feel like the windows are gonna fit.
He's dead. He's fine.
I'm gonna go with Fenric, and we'll get the cart and back it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Burke, can you help me with the body? Once they're dressed, can we
Yeah,
put,
of course.
once they're dressed, can we put like the small thermite like in the pocket of
Mhm.
whatever clothes we put on them, just so that at the
That's a
very
good
least
idea.
they have something.
Yeah, because every single person's pants in this world has pockets. That's canon. Get
Now
fucked.
that's the fantasy realm.
Everybody gets a full 8 hours of sleep every time they sleep. All pants have pockets. Everybody has
All dressers
money.
have pockets.
All dresses have pockets. Yep, that's canon too.
It's canon. Yeah.
Canon.
This really is escapism at its finest.
Let's be real. It's only reasonable.
It really is.
Clothing sizes make sense
Yeah.
for everybody.
Everything is measured by how wide your or like by waist measurements and leg measurements. That's it.
Yeah.
Torso measurements. Yeah. Also, there's no like fast fashion, so that helps.
No.
Wow, what is time to be alive?
Okay, so everybody, so Fenric and Arya go get the cart. I'm not gonna have you guys roll for this shit.
Can I quick say I want to hand off the book about the Druid Pass to Nidora, and keep the other fictional book, and I just want to hold it while we walk and see if anything changes the further we get from that little thermite thing.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see if the book ages as soon as it's away from.
Oh, that's a good call.
Wow,
Oh, yeah, that's a
Fenric,
great
big
idea.
brain.
Brain
Yeah.
time.
So as you and Arya are leaving, you kind
You're
of
leading against your intelligence 6. So it's getting a little.
You're echoey.
that was fun.
Mute yourself in OBS Ninja.
I'm just gonna go through and mute every person in OBS Ninja. All right, we're perfect.
I'm already
Hey.
muted.
It's all good.
No, you're perfectly fine. So Fenric, as you kind of hit the edge of where that where you can kind of feel that barrier, you go by and the book remains perfectly fine.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. We're not going to lose value that way.
Yeah, you bring all these very, very expensive books out and they'll instantly disintegrate.
Imagine.
I would have cried.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder.
That's a very good idea, Fenric.
Thank you. Big brain. It's
Big
just
brain
the
time.
wisdom.
Yeah.
It's that
All right,
wisdom.
so you guys go and grab the cart, and you guys bring the cart up to a window, and then Neves and Burke together, you guys can easily get this dwarf body through the window, and into the cart, and then you can load into the cart.
Perfect.
And we just have to.
We're gonna wrap
avoid
them
that
all.
Stone
Make sure that
monster.
they're all covered with like sheets and stuff. Make sure they're.
Yeah, we're not just like having
Yeah.
people like arms hanging out of the side of the car.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
They're very comfortable.
I assumed with at least 2 religious people, things would be taken care of.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So either we can, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do we want to do the travel back to town today, or do we want to leave that for next session?
I think leave it for next session.
I think leave it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want it to be rushed. What if there's some like goodies? What if some
Yeah.
goodies happen?
What if we have to run into the basilisk again?
Also, I have
Yeah.
a question. Who is holding consciousness and enlightenment? Also,
I was.
I'm going to retcon that. Their name is consciousness and enlightenment.
Okay.
Okay.
sounds good.
Is that
Um,
the book with the talking guy?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
talking
I
book.
was the last one to hold it.
Okay, so Nidora still has it?
Yeah.
Unless someone else asked for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have left it with Nidora.
Okay, and then also Nidora, I will say, as you guys are taking a quote unquote short rest, you can feel that you can opt into a connection with this book, i.e., you can attune to this magic item.
Fun.
Oh.
I will also give you its information, like what it does later, because I don't have it all written out yet.
That's fair.
No shit.
Wild.
Great.
Damn.
I did not think you guys were going to be able to get that cabinet open.
Hey, you thought we were struggling that hard?
More of the charm stays indefinitely.
Oh.
Oh, so had I not been able to break it?
If you had not been able to break it and every single person was going to fail it, then you wouldn't have been able to get the cabinet open. Also, it was immune to all magic and non-magic damage.
That's good. That's fun.
So it could not be broken open either. So it was that lock or nothing.
We should
Huh.
Right.
Oh shit.
We loving that.
And that's what I was so hoping for, was Burke to just start wailing on it and then like nothing.
Nothing to happen.
Like not even the glass like
casting
shatters.
spells at it.
I will say there's only one spell that affects it, but
I was about to throw a dagger at it.
Oh shit.
Does it start with a D?
Nope.
Who's the one that removes magic or whatever, wasn't it? The
no, because that's a spell. No, it's a
So-
spell magic.
So just because for funsies, because I like this shit. The enchantment to not, or for it to like, so also what happened to Neves is Neves had to protect it at all costs from anything and everything. That could be dispelled. That enchantment could be dispelled. The invulnerability to all types of damage could not be dispelled.
So if we had dispel magic, it could have gotten rid of
The enchantment.
Enchantment.
And so then you would have had to
And
just.
so then Neves would have just been
Yeah.
able to.
It was a
whack at it,
DC
no problem.
12 lock. Like it was an easy lock.
They were relying on the. They were relying on the charm.
Yeah.
4 extra dice to roll to it.
Yeah, and that was also the other thing is I didn't know freaking Nidora had resistance.
When you said, "Do you guys want to change out any of your cantrips?" I changed out one of my I changed out mending for resistance because I saw how much Fenric was using in guidance, and I was like, "This is good."
No.
No, I think that was a great decision. Especially, I felt weird getting guidance myself. I was like, we got a druid, we got a cleric. I was like, do I need this? And I was like, why the fuck not? It's basically inspiration, but half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! We're learning stuff.
Oh baby.
And then I will also get. I have written down here. I owe you guys. Oh wait, plus another 9.
Because we had 9 books. I picked up 4.
So I owe you 12 plus 13 plus 9 history and arcana theory books along with authors.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Wild.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so
No, I'm stoked
sorry,
because then
I'm
I can
stoked
finally get some of this like world lore either out of my head or actually like put on paper so I can make a
love it.
decision.
Hell yeah. More dump us.
Can I make a request?
Yeah.
Can one of them be Tusk Love?
The fictional book.
Actually, Fenric, the book you picked up was Tusk Love.
Amazing.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, you guys grabbed all of the history and arcana theory books. Tusk
Okay.
Love is neither history nor arcana theory, so
I was gonna say you did have some fiction in there.
I grabbed
most of
one
them were fiction.
book.
Yeah. Because there were
I
like
guess maybe we should call it Tusk Love 2. The next
Electric
the,
Boogaloo.
the
yeah,
next
the Arcana
Tusk.
Boogaloo.
The Arcana
oh,
Boogaloo.
there
Yeah.
you go. The Arcana Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Because there were about like 200-300 books all told in that home, but of history and arcana theory that actually like you guys grabbed, you only grabbed what 24, so like a tenth of them. Most everything else was fiction, so that they could
Have something to do.
have something to read that wasn't just history and basically science literature
So
books.
now we know what the mage likes to read on their into a little bit of the smut house, huh?
Mhm.
Nice.
Classic.
You gotta
Nice.
have it. You gotta have it.
Gotta have some smut.
Gotta have some smut.
Love it.
And
Love
with
some-
I
that,
love that it's a
with that,
sequel.
we'll leave the stream. We'll probably stick
Stream
around,
Arcana.
just the 7 of us and chit chat. But
Yeah.
and yes, Tequila, I will give Maddie a treat as soon as we're out of here. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you, Tracy Ramon. I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Thank you for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. I will definitely send you a follow and see if I can check you out next time that you guys are live. Thank you everybody for coming out. We will be here August 7th. Hopefully. I don't think anything is happening around that time. Yes,
6?
today, 6, because on my clock it is now Saturday. And I just went 2
Perfect.
weeks from the box that it said today was.
That heckin' box.
Yeah.
Second box.
Yeah, so the 6th will be the next
So
time.
Sounds good.
Thank you all everybody for coming out. And we will see you next time. Good night, everybody.
For another great session.
Bye.
Bye.